Hello and welcome to the Smite World God tier list official Hazer edition. They're gonna be. I'm gonna get everything right. If you disagree with me, you'll probably lose worlds. If you don't pick stuff that's exclusively in the, if you pick anything from the shit tier, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. All right. And that's all I got to say to you. We're sponsored by Bloody Marys today. I will. Oh, at some point I'm gonna have to get a glass of wine. I think I do have wine also, but it is what it is, you know. Thought I'd put the chat there for you guys. I had to put it in boxes because the background's kind of black and it wasn't showing up that well. I hope it's readable. I hope it's okay for you guys. If not, leave an angry comment down below. Hit the bell, subscribe. Hey guys, can we get this to 1,400 likes? 1,400 likes, please. If we don't get 1,400 likes, never again. Also, I just noticed that this is a bit too high up. There we go. Okay, perfect. We're looking good now. Okay. Let's go through the tiers here quickly, all right? Let's go through the tiers. Everybody, focus up. Top 3 pick / ban. So this is basically meaning I expect these gods to be either banned by either team or picked in sort of the top 3, 4 picks. So first pick on first pick side, 2, second, third pick on second pick side, maybe second, third. Like top 3 at least for each team, you know? So I'm expecting that for these gods. Strong pick just means I think this is a generally strong god that we can expect to see multiple teams play. Player specific pick. I think these are gods that I think are niche in terms of like certain players love them. An example I guess would be like Heroin Janus is a player specific pick. Aurora Cabrakan is a player specific pick, you know? Bastet Scream maybe is a player specific pick. We'll see. But gods that I expect to be played by only people who really love that god. Alright? Counter pick and niche pick, kind of similar. Thank you very much, Unerring Island, for the tier 1 welcome.
Who cares? Who cares, dude?
Look
at this shit.
And you, CM subbing on Twitch, which costs money, you can sub on YouTube for free. You want to be outdone by Unerring Island? YouTube viewer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 7? Alright, anyway. Counter pick basically would be things like Odin, you would counter pick into healers maybe. A niche pick, I'm not really sure what that is, but we'll find out. Shit pick are just gods that I think suck and shouldn't be played at Worlds. But some shit picks I reckon could end up being player specific picks or counter picks if I'm wrong about them, you know, so we'll see. But I'm not wrong, so that's it. Alright. Did we just crack on? Any questions from chat? Any questions from chat there? I don't know how long this is gonna take. Probably a while. You're lethal, Mr. Poyden. He's never wrong. How's Craig doing? He's good, man. He's good. He's got a couple dead leaves on him, but I was told that was normal. Thank you, healer, just for you for the follow. I was told that was pretty normal. Just the winter months, you know, so you'll be all right. I ignored your question. Well, top 3 bans include player-specific bans such as Paul Hell. No, they are player-specific picks. But, I mean, you'll see when we get there. You'll see when we get there. But this is taking into account the wildcard picks and bans, the wildcard picks that look strong, things that I think have gotten significant buffs in the last patch, that kind of thing. Are the games rigged if a shit pick wins? Yes. Any plans this weekend? This, pretty much, streaming. Nothing much else.
God.
Double thing. Thank you very much for the 5 months. Welcome back to the hashtag KNH comment. All right, thank you.
Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares, dude? Look at this shit.
Wouldn't it be better to put player-specific picks and counter picks together and have an average pick tier? Nah, I don't think so. I prefer this way. I think it's more like it's not about just having these gods are good, these gods are bad. I think this is better. This is why I didn't do the SSS ABC shit. Dan's not playable Wells. No, not playable. Destroyer. Hello. What's up, man? All right, let's go. We're starting. Everybody, it's time to focus up, and let's do it. Did that work? Did I? Hang on. Let me check. Okay, cool. All right, good. All right, we're gonna start from A, because that's where you start. Achilles. Achilles, I think you could say he's a counter pick, right? Because he gets picked into gods like Cthulhu, he gets picked into Kepri, he gets picked into, you know, stuff that you want to execute. But I think he's a strong pick. I think he will also get picked. Has the bleep ever not worked? I think occasionally, yeah, but not when I don't swear when I use it, so it's fine. I think we'll put Achilles in the strong pick tier. I think he's a good solo laner. I think he's just outside of that top tier. I think he's strong. I think we'll see him get picked a few times. I don't think I need an okay tier. No, okay tier is these. These are okay. There's only these and shit. Shit. it's a different thing. Agni. I think Agni is probably a player-specific pick, personally. I think Agni could be played by big men things, maybe Ven. Maybe that's about it. I don't see it getting picked. It's definitely a BMT pick. BMT will play him, I think. And I think he could be okay into healers as well. So I'm putting him as a player-specific pick. I think certain people could pick him up. Maybe Ven, maybe VMT. Those are the two that come to mind. Maybe even I could see Dardes having a sneaky Agni in the locker. He played at support years ago. But yeah, we're firing through here. AMC. I think he's shit. He could be played in mid, but I'm gonna put him in shit tier. I think I'm gonna put him in shit tier. You think niche? He could be niche if you're talking double hunter comp in mid, maybe. Is that niche? Do you guys think? Do you think there's gonna be double hunter comps? You know what? He can go niche. You guys happy with him being niche? Shit. Okay, everybody said shit. We'll put him in shit. Definition of niche. Well, everybody says shit. I think he's not even the best mid hunter, but then again, Dardes does play him. How have I been live for 44 minutes? I was trying to build a tree earlier, and we've done 3 gods after 44 minutes of streaming. Okay, he's staying in shit. The chat has spoken. Fantastic. Okay, Aplash. He's shit. He's shit. He's shit. He's shit. And that's that. Next up, Anher. I think Anher is a niche pick. I think he's alright. He's good when you need a pressure pick. He's got... his one is really good as a slow into certain characters. I think he has some decent matchups. So I think I'm going to put him in niche. I don't think he's a counter pick, Anher. I think he's not a counter to specific gods. He's more of like he works in niche situations, I think. He's strong right now. I think he's all right. I don't think he's that strong. I think there's 3 or 4 hunters that you would pick above him, and you're basically going to be picking them every game. So I don't expect to see him too much. Amaterasu. So Amaterasu, I think, hovers between player-specific and shit. I really do think she's pretty bad, but I think that Nika might play it, right? What do you guys think? I think player specific at best. Just check this. I have 3 Discord messages. Oh, they don't. It's not about this. I get worried when I see that. You know, I'm like, I think player specific. I think certain players will play her. Most solo laners will not touch her. Emma's bad now. Yeah, I think she's fallen off pretty hard. I would like to see Nika not play her, but I could see Nika still having it in the locker for a bottom 2-1 or something. Maybe niche, maybe player specific. Maybe you could see hardcore pick it or something as well. We'll see. Emma Youngle, hopefully not. Terrible. Anubis. I think Anubis is Anubis player specific or is he niche? I think he's probably player specific. I think he's like Twig. Maybe 1 or 2 other mid laners will grab it. Why play Emma and not Bellona, is what you're saying, Go. So, I mean, channeled CC immunity, I guess, is the big thing, right? Channeled CC immunity for Emma. She's pretty strong into kill frontline comps because she's so hard to kill, whereas Bellona sort of not in there. I'm gonna put player specific for Anubis. I believe in that. Ao Kwang. That's a good question. He did just get buffed. I don't know if it was meaningful. I kind of think he's shit. But maybe he's niche. He could be shit, he could be niche. Shit seems to be the overall feel. Johnny will play him, probably. Johnny didn't really play AO much in the latter half of this year, I would say. In comp anyway, from what I can remember. Johnny wasn't big on the AO Quang later on this year. So I'm going to put him shit. Everybody's saying we went from shit to niche. I'm keeping him shit. I think he's shit. I don't know if the buff was significant. I could be wrong here. He does hover slightly in between these. Everybody's saying niche now. You know what, chat? Fine. Better than the ABC one? Yeah, I do like it better. I feel like it's more... I'm gonna say niche, especially because I do think that Khepri... Spoilers, Khepri's going to be pretty meta. So maybe Quang will be picked up. That is a fun one, Matu. When's Worlds? It starts January 5th. That's when Worlds qualifier starts, and then the bracket is 5th and 6th is the qualifiers, and then 8th to 10th is the actual Worlds bracket. So counter pick then? Nah, I think he's... I think he's niche. I think he's niche. I don't think he's necessarily a counter. Cap counters AO. Well, it goes both ways, right, homie? You can cleanse the execute, but also he can execute the res. It does. It goes both ways, 100%. But I guess the two's good into AO also, yeah. Anyway, Afro. Is Afro player specific or strong? I think Afro's either player specific or strong. Yeah, we go in player specific. I think she could be strong just because it's such a healer meta. I don't think she's top 3 though. I do not think she's top 3. I'm gonna go strong pick. I think she's outside of the top 3. She is strong. I don't think she'll be played in multiple roles, Juvia. I think she'll probably just be played in mids. I don't see her being played either support or solo. I know Genetics played it. Maybe Genetics will play it actually in the qualifiers, but he's not a real player. He's fake. It will go strong. But after was banned every game? No, that's not true. Vanessa, strong pick? True. Okay, Apollo Jungle. Not Apollo ADC. This is Apollo Jungle. The question is, do I think it's a niche pick or a strong pick? I think... in EU, to be frank, I think in EU it was overvalued. I think it's a scrim pick and a ranked pick, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's a top 3, personally. I don't think it's a top 3. Genetics isn't playing? Yeah, he's subbing for Trix, Domo. Trix can't play, so Genetics will be the support for Belt Slap. I'm going to go either strong or player specific. I think I'm going to go... strong or niche, maybe. Strong or niche? Strong? Adapting's been hammering it. Why can't Trix play? He's got exams. He's studying. Adapting's been playing it. We know Johnny already plays it, so that's 2 people. Player specific. I'm gonna put it in player specific because I don't think it's as strong as people think it is. I think it is a decent pick sometimes. But we'll see if it gets locked in. Yeah, if there's 3 players, I think that makes it niche actually. If we got 3, it's niche. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Johnny probably won't play it, but we'll see. I think if I were Belt Slap, I would be trying to get big circles on the board. Maybe have Kenny Kuska pick up like a Kronos or some other split push kind of gods. He could maybe pick Apollo, but I'm gonna put his niche. Niche Apollo. Arachne. What do we think? Arachne, I think shit. I don't think she's even niche. I think she's shit. We could see her for some cheese, maybe, but I'm going to put her shit tier. I think it gets tried every so often, and it doesn't necessarily go well. I feel like I should maybe move player-specific pick down, because it feels like right now it's above these 2. These 3 are all kind of the same, but whatever. Anyway, player-specific pick Ares. Aurora will play it. I don't know if anyone else will. Is it a counter pick? Kalas will not be playing at World Sphere, but maybe he would play it. Jake, we think will play it? I don't think Jake will play it. We'll see there. Could be a counter. You guys think counter? All right, we'll go counter. We'll go counter for Ares. I believe in it. I respect it. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to move AO to counter also. I've decided, nah, you know what? I'm moving him back to niche. Artemis, shit. She sucks. Artemis sucks. She sucked for a while. Yeah. Artio. You know what? I want to put Artio in shit tier, and I think I will, but... Stop. Okay. I think she's shit, but I also could see someone like Neil, for example, picking her up. I think Neil really likes this character. Neil and Aurora weirdly like it, but I think it's shit. I'm going to put it shit because I believe it's shit, alright? And I think if they pick it, they're wrong. So she can stay in shit. Athena. Shit. Athena sucks. Sorry, she does. She's a lame, bad character. CCR too strong. Her dash too terrible. Her ult playable around. Athena Ducky, yeah. I mean, I don't want it to be there. I don't want it to be there. Sorry, Matu. This game, yeah. A Wheelish. Counter pick, right? You gotta say she's a counter pick. You don't really ever pick her into no leaps or with no knockups. She's a counter pick, I'd say. I think we see it a lot into Purse, which might still happen. Sam, I don't think Sam picks it into no leaps and no knockups, you know. I would say she's still a counter pick. Sam maybe could take her to player specific pick, but I'm not gonna do that. Baba, she's shit. She's terrible. She's bad. Bacchus. Baba will be a breakout god, mark my words. Sure, man. I don't believe that for a second. I think Bacchus, you could argue he's a counter pick, you could argue he's a niche pick. I actually don't think he's shit. I think he's probably niche. And I think he'll get picked into healers. I think what you guys got to remember is I feel like, I know we haven't really gotten to this stage yet, but I feel like we're in a bit of a healer meta. And I think that Bacchus might be picked because of that. It could be a counter, but I also don't think he's exclusively a counter. I think he's good sometimes, you know? Player specific for Neil. Yeah. Bacchus, I think, is alright. I think he's playable. Bacchusura. I think Bacchusura is probably player specific, right? I don't think there's that many junglers who are going to be picking up a Bacchusura, but I could see Johnny playing it, and I could see Adapting playing it. You guys really think it's that bad? I could see Johnny and Adapting playing the Bacca. I think it's a player specific one. A lot of people saying shit. Cherry, maybe? Maybe, yeah. I would say more likely the former too, but yeah. I'm gonna put him in player specific. I mean, 5 shells. You can say 5 shells into, you know, Kali, Bacca, Ao Quang even. There's a lot of characters set. There's a lot of characters who you can build shell into, and it basically negates their damage. It doesn't make those characters necessarily not pickable. Seems niche. Well, I think player-specific picks are niche. You'll generally pick at least these picks above player-specific picks. These not necessarily, you know? But yeah. Okay, Baron. I think Baron is a niche pick. I think he's a niche pick. I think we'll see guys like Wolfie pick him up for sure. I think other people will maybe pick him up. I think it depends. I don't think he's strong. I think he's niche. That's my opinion. I think he's a good mid laner, not like a top 5 mid laner. So we'll see. Twig played him? Yeah, that's true. What's the difference between player specific and niche? Niche is gods that I think could be picked up by anybody, but aren't going to be necessarily like themed throughout the tournament. So gods like let's look at the season. Who's been picked up by a lot of people but hasn't necessarily been themed? Let's say like Fafnir. Quite a few people in the league play Fafnir, but I wouldn't really count him as a strong pick. You know, you could have PBM play it, you could have Jake play it, you could have Rongyu play it, you could have Raffer play it, but not necessarily every game, right? So that's for me a niche pick. Does that make sense? Bastet. Faf would be player specific? I don't think so. I think like 4 or 5 people. Even Geno's played Faf as well. I think lots of people in the SPL have played Faf this season. Bastet, I think, has moved from player specific to strong. This is what I expect, by the way. This is not where they're at right now. I think Bastet, you've seen Scream do it. You've seen Adapting do it. I think it's moving up through the junglers. And I think we're going to see it more. For sure. I think Bastet is strong right now. I do. I think she is strong. I think we've already seen Scream and Adapting pick it up and look good, and I think other junglers will have taken note of that, tried her out, and we'll see if people pick it up, but I expect them to. I expect them to. It could be niche. You could go strong or niche. But I think compared to a lot of junglers right now, I think she's in a decent spot. I really do. I really do think she's in a good spot. Thing is, you've got to think about which junglers you're picking above her. Like, which junglers are you putting above her that are picked regularly, you know? You think through the list, and you realize there's not many. I don't think. You got to think about all the niche... seems niche when you see Afro next to her. I think Afro is... yeah, jungler very open right now. Junglers, all jungle picks are pretty... yeah, I don't know. So anti-Artio, we still think should be played at Worlds. I think the players who play her at Worlds are wrong. That's why I put her shit tier. Which is, I know, a very silly position to take because they're professional players for a reason. And I'm a washed up coach for a reason. But I think she sucks. I hate Artio. I think she's terrible. Okay. Bellona. So Bellona was shit tier before her recent buff, but a fairly... significant buff. Yeah, I think Aurora might pull Artio out. I agree, Shmizy. Doesn't mean I don't think it's bad. I think he's pulled it out a lot, and it's always been bad. What, you guys are saying that Bellona's shit still? No. She got a big buff. Big buff, guys. She's either niche or strong. You guys are silly. What was the buff? Her passive lasts longer, and her ult now gives magical power as well as physical. She's pretty good, I think, right now. I think she's okay. Hello, zombies. Yeah, I am live. I am. It's true. I think... do we go niche or strong? Let's compare it to the other solo laners that we think... so we can move this maybe later if stuff moves around. But I think she could be strong. She could be niche. I think I'll put her niche. But it's hard to say whether she's niche or strong for sure. I like the niche call though. Before, I haven't seen too much of her in comps, so this is the one I'm least sure about. Zombies. Thank you very much for the 3 months. Welcome back to the hashtag.
Hey,
Nation One.
Thank you, dude.
Mwah. Look at it. Appreciate it greatly. Okay. Next up, Cabrakan. If that's not a player-specific pick, I don't know what the fuck is. Cabrakan. Aurora's gonna maybe play it. Maybe we'll see Chario play it. That's it, I think. Is anybody else gonna play it? I don't know. We need another tier, maybe viable. That's what niche is, Ponty. When the top 3 gods are out of the role, then you pick a niche pick. Jake, Cuvo. I hope Cuvo never plays Cabrakan again. No offense, Cuvo, but I hope he never touches that god ever again. He has historically picked it up, but I always feel like it's been in those tournaments where Cubo's team has failed to qualify for Worlds, and he's just there as a Cabrakan running about, fucking with the walrus hands, as they're known. Yeah, I think Cabra's all right. Player specific. I think Aurora makes it work. I think this is one. Aurora's RTO, I hate to see it. Aurora's Cabrakan, love to see it. I think it's great. These are SPO. These are Worlds rankings, zombies. Worlds rankings. Rankings of where I believe the gods are for Worlds. Cabra solo does pretty good into Bellona if she breaks out. That's true. Cabra has a few decent matchups in solo, but he is, again, in solo, I think he's a niche pick, and I don't think he's good enough to pick in comp. He's also very punishable by a coordinated team. So, like, a solo gank onto a Cabrakan, he always dies. a good solo gank from a jungler, he's always dead. Pretty much. Okay, Kamazots. I think Kamazots is probably player specific also, or shit. Cuvo keeps playing it, and we could see it in solo as well. I think he's either player specific or niche. He even has the best Ares. Again, I would say Aurora, Thinner Lobster. Aurora has the best Ares, I think. Strong? I don't think Kama's stronger than Achilles. No way. All of the junglers play Kama? Not in SPL. No, but Layers also. I feel like Layers didn't pick Kama. Oh no, he did. He picked Kama at least once in the tournament for that solo side dive. I remember that. It was where Wolves dodged the Achilles execute. Persephone ult came in and they turned it around. Kama's shit for Worlds won't be played. I think. What do we reckon? Player specific, niche. You got to think in the last tournament. Yeah. It's just Cuvo, I think, Twitch Master Flex. I don't think Adapting has played it in ages. Niche? Yeah, I think it could be played jungle and it could be played solo, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad. Isn't that good into... I don't think Kama's very good into healers. No, not really. I'm going to put him niche. We'll put him niche. Okay. Where is Kernanos? He's shit. Kernanos is shit. He bad. Player specific? I mean, which player is playing Kernanos? I don't think any player is playing Kernanos, are they? Nisha's turning into the, I don't want to call him shit tier. No, I don't think any of these gods. Well, this one I think might be shit. But I think the rest are, I don't think the rest of these are shit at all. Bellona, Bacchus, Anhur, Apollo, Baron, Kama? Nah, no way. Didn't Cern get buffed? Yeah, he still sucks. I think. I don't know why anybody would pick Cern. I don't see any reason to pick Cern. He's bad. I don't understand why he would have any like a decent matchup into any hunter really. Like which hunter does he beat? Loses to Cupid, loses to Rama, loses to Anhur, loses to Heim. Who's he taking down? I think Cern is truly terrible. Truly bad. He beats Heim? Does he? I don't think he does. Maybe he wins the trades. Okay, Cerberus. Is Cerb a counter pick or a niche pick? I don't think he's strong. I think Cerb's fallen off a fair bit. I don't agree that he's strong, and I'm not putting him in strong. I think we saw Cerb fall off a lot. Where it's a healing meta? Yeah. Healing meta, I guess that's a fair point, but like even in the healing meta that we saw in the wild cards, Cerb wasn't really picked, I feel like. I don't think he was picked at all, more or less, by the top teams. Suppose you don't really have too many Cerb players there. But I don't remember seeing him. Baskin will play him, yeah. Baskin did keep playing him and keep losing. Yeah, he does play two roles, but I feel like a lot of people have dropped him off. I'm maybe going to drop him. Is he niche or a counter? Is the question. Do you guys think he's only a counter to healing? Or do you think he could be picked out with that? Yeah, you got Baskin variety, and then you've got the supports. I would say niche, counter, niche, counter, niche, counter. I'm going to put him in counter, I think. I think even when he's picked as not a counter, he's almost preempting. Danza's not available, JPad now. I think he's almost preempting picks. I think too many people play him to be player specific Zerpilar. So if you got half the league playing him in support, then he's not player specific anymore. He's counter and niche. Unplayable, too buggy. I don't think there's anybody. What for the Morrigan? Morrigan's playable. Shaq. All right, chat. I keep seeing this everywhere. Everyone's like, wow, Shaq has 70% mit on his ult now. That's crazy. That's such a big. He's so good now. No, not true. Not true at all. He's still shit. He went from 50% mid to 70% mid on his useless DR's fucking stupid ult. He bad. He bad. Alright? Jack sucks, dude. He's lame. I'm sorry. But he's lame bad. I think he sucks. He's proper shit tier. I wouldn't be overly surprised to see him picked, but I'd be pretty surprised. What brings him into the meta? What items does he build? What items work for him? When is he doing more damage than an Achilles? When is he giving more impact than an Achilles? What does he do better? I don't know. Maybe Cuvo will pick the Chak jungle again. Bring that back. Huge teamfight ult. His ult's not good. His ult, double DR's CC. The CC is not good. The knockup's tiny. The silence is useless. You can Aegis it easily. He doesn't do that much damage. Once he ults, he's a sitting duck. I think Chak is bad. 70% mid? Yeah, it's gone from 50 to 70. So what? Raven has 100% mitigations on his 2. Which is an actual good ability. Chak doesn't deal damage? No, not in competitive games. He's shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. But there's a reason he wasn't picked ever before now in comp. And there's a reason he still won't be picked. And it's because he still has the same abilities. One just has, 70% mid rather than 50% mid. He's the same character. The only difference between before this patch and this patch is 20% extra mid on his ult, which is what, like a 2 second, 3 second. It's not even a 3 second channel. It can't be 2 second channel. Oh, bam, something like that. He sucks. It's not top pick, but definitely not shit. He's like never been picked in top level play, Cognac. Sorry, man, but he's not been picked because he's bad. All right. Next up. Chang'e. Where do you guys think Chang'e is? I think we could see... This is where I could really differ from the crowd. And that's because most of the crowd, most of you guys who are like, oh, she's niche. Didn't watch the playoffs. She's either strong or top 3, I think. I don't think... she's must pick ban. Chang'e niche at best, dude. I'm sorry, Cognac. You didn't watch the playoffs, did you, my man? You didn't watch the playoffs. She was top 2 picked a lot at the playoffs. She's very, very good. She's good into healers. She's a healer. She did horrible in playoffs. What? She's very good. I'm going to put her strong, I think. I could put her top 3, but I shall not. She's definitely strong. Was she only valued in EU bracket? I think she was much more valued in EU. Yeah, light roast. But yeah, she's very, very strong, I think. I think she was basically in EU. She was valued above everything other than... I'm never asking you, Ezra. She was valued above everything other than hell, basically, in EU. Zero's played her, Pretty Prime played her, Varric played her. I watched the whole of the EU tournament as well. You guys will have only watched the games that were broadcast, so I do know a little bit more. What mages do you pass on for her? Pretty much everyone except Hell, I think, Cognac. To be honest. But we'll see. We'll see going into it, but I definitely think she's a strong pick. What top mages do you pass? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, next up, let's go. Chernobog. I think he's niche. Yeah, I think he's niche for sure. Purse Ra? Yeah, I guess they do count. Purse, Ra are up there. I think most players would pass on Purse for Chang'e. I think Ra as well just took a nerf. I would have Chang'e over Ra as well. I think Churn's niche. I think a lot of hunters will play Churn, but I think he falls outside of the top sort of 3 hunters. I think there's a very definitive top 3 for hunters, which is Rama, Cupid, Heim. And I think after that, you've got your sort of Anhur, your Bog, stuff like that. So I definitely think he falls into niche. Do you guys? I don't think that one's gonna be. So if you're not top 3, you can't be strong. No, I just think ADC is more, much more top heavy. If you know what I mean. I think Jing and Hachi. Yeah, sorry, Jing and Hachi are the other 2 that would be above Bog. Good point, chat. Forgot about Hachi. I think Jing is above Bog. I don't know if Hachi is. I probably think he'll get picked more, but I actually think Bog might be a better pick. Yeah, Hunter's bland and predictable. I would say so. Apart from Barra. Barra's interesting. Okay. Chiron. Where does Chiron go? I think he's shit, but he could be counter pick. You could say that he's a decent cleanse into certain CCs. But I think I'm going to put him in shit. I think he's bad. I think if you're picking him as a counter pick, I don't know. Is he, you know what? I'm pretty sure he is a counter pick. Like certain characters, if you play Chiron into it, could be very, very good. Nice shit. All right. Okay. Chat spoke. That was my original thought. Chuck Kronos and shit as well. But I don't think Kronos is shit. Oh, I really hope there's a good Kronos in the tournament, you know? Because Kronos is so good. I teamed with Emil for the last little while. It's worth noting. I'm not moving Artio anywhere. We've had this discussion. You missed it, Cognac. Zeros is good at Kronos. Zeros never played Kronos all year. You would prefer any other mage ADC over Kronos? Yeah, well, I think Hell's going to be banned a lot, Hunter. You'll see. I'm sorry, Cognac. No one will play Kronos. I wish somebody would. I want to put him... I'm putting him here. Even though Emil did... I have to put him shit. He's not shit, though. You know what? I'm not putting him shit because he's not shit. He's not shit. Can I... How about that? How about that? I really, truly do believe that nobody can play Kronos well. I really, truly believe he's good. Because I teamed with Emil all year. Emil was so good at it, man. He was so good at it. What do you think is the value on Kronos? I think if you get like 3 or 4 items online, he can do whatever. You can't kill him. You can't 1v1 him. You can't punish him for split pushing. He does great objective damage. He does great at killing frontline. He does great at diving. He's so good. I think. He could be a player-specific pick as well. Maybe Cyclone will play it. No one can play him, though. We'll put him in there. Cthulhu. Is Cthulhu just strong? Yeah, I've decided best at strong Scream. I've decided. Cthulhu, strong, shit, strong. I think he will make a resurgence as well. I agree. I definitely think he's strong. Him and Achilles sitting next to each other is quite appropriate. I think we could see that matchup a fair bit, actually. I think that could be a decent matchup that we see. Decent amount. Welcome, Ulster. Yeah, I think he's strong. I think that's easy enough. Cucullin. Is Cucullin niche or player specific? I feel like maybe enough solo laners play him where he's not niche anymore. You've got your Scary D. We cannot revisit Athena. Cognac, you gotta be here the whole... You can't just say we gotta go back to all the ones you care about. I think you got your Scary D. You got your Benji. You got Hardcore, I think. I think all 3 of them, at least, I would say, have a Cucullin. Scary Benji, fine. Hardcore, yeah, fine as well. It's niche. I think it's niche. Heed, yeah. I think he's niche. I don't know what the situation... I'm not a good enough solo laner to know what the situation you'd pick him in, but if 4... Right, okay. If 4 of 8 of the players in a role play it, it's no longer player specific, okay? You cannot say it's player specific. I think even Nika's played Kukulkan at least once. You can't say that's player specific anymore. Player specific is stuff like... the best example to say would be fucking Bastet, where you've only seen Scream and Adapting play it, but I think she's moved up since then. But I think Kukulkan is niche. I think Bastet, she's done well enough in the few games that she's been played that, yeah. I'm putting Kukulkan in niche. All right, you want it to go... Wait, where do you want it to go? Here. You want it like this? Maybe? You prefer this? I feel bad that I've moved stuff around because it's going to be confusing. But we'll do it for the fans. Do you guys reckon I get another drink? I could go get a drink. Well, I could get another Bloody Mary and grab my bottle of wine. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Everybody take a second. You know what I'm going to do? I'm running an ad break. Everybody take a second here. Sorry, YouTube. You're just going to have 60 seconds of blank hair. Feel free to skip 60 seconds ahead. Now. Baby. Hello, everybody. I'm back. You were the best Chronos at Worlds this year? This may be true. Okay. Leave YouTube alone, Parker. Cupid is shit, lol. That's not true. Hello, I'm back. Stop skipping ahead now. I got a Bloody Mary. This is the wine we've got. Me and my brother already had a glass, so it's about half finished. Ugh. There you go. That's what we're drinking. I asked Naked Wines for a sponsorship. We'll see if we can make it happen. That'd be great. That would be the best moment of my life, probably. I've had a quarter of a bottle of wine Pierre and 4 glasses of Bloody Mary or whatever. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, next up, Cupid. Is he? I think he's gone down. What do you mean? I think he's gone down from top pick to strong pick. Possibly. No, is he top 3? I think he's quite top 3. But the thing is, I think we'll also see a decent amount of Heim versus Ram. Heim, Ram, Cupid. He hasn't moved. I mean, he was valued a lot less in the wildcard tournament. I don't know if you guys watched the wildcard tournament, but he was picked a lot less. Like, people always saw, we always saw the Ram-Cupid matchup, but it seemed to drop off, and Heim was picked a lot. That's because he was banned? No, it wasn't. I think he's either strong or top 3, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all 3 of those in top 3 Big Ban. Rama's much more versatile, that's true. He is generally picked top 3 when he's picked, but he's not always picked top 3 though. That's the thing, that's why sometimes he's left out. I'll put him, you know what, for now we'll put him top 3, and subject to change. Our first top 3 pick is Cupid, subject to change. I kind of agree with Scooney. The strongest ADCs weren't in wildcard. I mean, yeah, sure. My tier for Kronos is shit like the god. Nah, I think it's a great tier list. I team with Emil all year, alright, Gino. I have to value Kronos. I don't have a choice. He's too good at it. Alright, Da Jizzle. Counter? I would say counter pick for Daji. Has to be, right? Maybe we'll fix it later. Counter? I think Daji has to be counter. Player specific? Do you think Daji's player specific? I would say that every jungler can play it. You got like sort of your Lastbra, you're adapting. I think Cherry can play it. I think guys like Scream, I'm sure, could whip it out if they had to. I don't think it's player specific at all. I think it's a counter. What'd you actually counter with her? Characters without CC immune ults, Quetch. So if you have anything to 4 speeds and then you have a Daji as well, and characters don't have CC immune ults, then she's a counter pick, you know, with her ult. So I think she's a counter pick. I think, yeah, she's weak into upgraded shells, but so are a lot of junglers. You got like your Bakasuras, your Kalis, your Mercuries that are all also weak into upgraded shell, you know. I know Daji relies a little bit more than them on auto cancelling, but she also has she has more utility than most of those gods. So I will put her into counter pick. I think she's very counterable by relics also, but I'll put her into counter pick. Discordia. Pele as well, another one, yeah, true. Also maybe fucking frontliners, yeah. Fucking gods like, I don't know, let me think of a guardian, like Bacchus maybe. If you pick Bacchus, you don't really want to go with beads, but you probably have to if you're playing into a Daji. Disco, player specific, strong. Off the top of my dome, top 3 overall or top 3 in a row? Like top 3 pick sort of eliminator. So either you're banning them in the top 3 bans, or they're getting picked in sort of the first 4 picks on each side, you know, first 4 or 5. Like as in first pick here, second, third here, third pick here type thing. Disco, right, okay, let's go through the players that play Disco. You've got Big Man Tings plays it, obviously. I think Ven plays it. I think there's somebody else. Is it Twig? I think Ven, BMT, and Twig have all played it. Wolfie maybe as well. Ven and Twig played her once a year. Ven hasn't played it in phase 2. Okay, I think she's niche maybe. Dardes maybe played it, yeah. I think she's niche. I think teams who have a strategy of playing around a side lane, playing off the passive, ignoring mids, using the cripple really well. I think she could. I think she's a niche one. Yeah, I think too many SPL mid laners can and will play her for her to be player specific. So I'm gonna put her in niche. Okay, Erlang Shen taking a couple nerfs lately. What does strong entail? I'd expect them to be picked regularly throughout the tournament by multiple people, basically Cognac, kind of regardless of circumstance. Kind of just a good strong pick, you know? A good pick. You would pick them top 3 sometimes. You pick them like in that 3rd pick spot sometimes. You pick them bottom 2 sometimes, and they would never look too out of place. They would always look, you know, all right. I think Erlang got some pretty decent nerfs. I think Erlang nerfs are actually okay, but I still think he's a good pick. Is he strong overall? Are enough junglers going to be picking him top 3 for him to be a strong pick? I don't know. People are saying strong though, which I you know, I'm on board with. I think strong would be okay for him. He could be strong, he could be niche. I feel like Erlang has dropped a bit. I think he has dropped a fair bit. I think in the second half of the season, we saw a lot less of him. We basically saw Cherry play him for most of the league. He's got 3 roles, kinda. Nah, he sucks in any role apart from jungle. Just gonna say it now so that I get blown out. Someone could clip that and tweet that at me when he gets picked in solo and goes like 9-1. But I think he could be player specific now. Panatom and Lasper both played him a lot. Second phase, did they though? Lasper I think still played him. I don't know if Tom did, but I do struggle to remember sometimes. Player specific or niche? What do we reckon? What's up, Dirty? Erlang, player specific or niche? Erlang sup? Sucks, I think.
God.
Thanks
Look
to
at
Jai for the
this.
4 months. Welcome back to the hashtag KNH Worldwide.
All cares. All cares, dude.
I think player specific? Alright. I think because Cherry will pick him so much and it will get banned against Cherry so much, we'll put him in there. Fafnir. Fafnir's back. I think he's almost the definition of niche. Wrong played it once. Gino played it once. PBM played it once. Neil, Raf, Inbound never played him. Inbound definitely played him. I'm sure he did. Jake played it a lot. Niche? What does niche mean? Niche means like you'd pick it in like quite specific situations. So like maybe you'd pick Faf in a situation where the enemy were set up to kill frontline and you wanted a safe guardian who also had a stun to set up for your Ra, for example. There's an example for you. Inbound only played Faf phase 1. Okay. But they did play it. Multiple attack damage gods. Sup. I actually think the attack damage bit of Faf, I play Faf a lot in comp, and I don't think that's never the criteria for why I pick him. Basically, I think he's very good into characters who struggle to kill frontline because he can do whatever he wants. He's very good into characters that do want to kill frontline, and he's good into Merlin, I think, specifically. Yeah, that's not the one, Dirty. That's not the one. Okay, this Tierlist is cool. Thanks, Jacob. Why are we spamming niche? Why is he good into Merlin? Because you can jump on the Merlin, force his jump, and then you can horrific him and force his speeds. And also you can make him flicker by getting close to him with your dash and one him afterwards. I always thought it was a great matchup, personally. I've always enjoyed the matchup myself anyway. I think horrific is good into Merlin also. I think horrific's really good into Merlin. You say that about most mages? No, I don't think so. I'm going to put him in niche. Raffer played it. Jake played it a lot as well, though. And as somebody was saying about all these players played it at least once. It's not like it's player specific. If 6 supports in the league have played it. Raffer played it phase 1, maybe? Oh, is he really not? Raf definitely has one. Supreme Pooper, thank you very much for the prime.
Look at this.
Welcome back to the hashtag Nation. Welcome back to my heart.
All cares. All cares, dude.
2 months. Appreciate it.
Look at it.
He even talked about it on stream why he doesn't play. I think Faf is a weird god as well, is the thing. That's why I think it's niche, but I think it's decent. He doesn't hit the hammers and he thinks it's mental. That's rough. Fenrir. I think Fenrir is either player specific or niche. You think counter? Could be a counter. Yeah, you know what? I think he is a counter. I think you're right. I think he's picked into certain gods who get punished by the 3, even by specific players. So I think PBM will pick him into certain stuff. I think it's the same with guys like Scream. I think we could see Scream pick it in the jungle into certain stuff. I think even Aurora could pick it up. I'm gonna go counter for this one also. It's a bit of a counter and player specific. I think there's maybe some people who we wouldn't see pick it up, but I think a lot of people have would look at it. I think if you look at the SPL players, a lot of them have a Fen in the locker. Raf's played it at Worlds, Adapting's played it at Worlds, PBM's definitely got one. I think Neil's got one. I think there's a lot of people who have a Fen. So I'm going to put him into counter pick. Cool. Freya. Where is Freya? I mean, it has to be shit, but it also, Freya could randomly have a resurgence, but I'm going to put her shit. There you go. She goes into shit. I think somebody could play her. Yeah, I definitely think she could be played, but we have no evidence of her being any good, you know? She's just never been touched. Wasn't Freya counter into Cthulhu? Why is Freya counter into Cthulhu? I don't think much has changed from the regular season. Hunters were valued above her. Royd could definitely play her. Yeah, I agree, Zerpolar. But I think for now, I'm kind of with you guys on like, she could definitely see play and she could do okay and do well. But I think on the evidence we have, I'm going to put her into shit. I think Kronos and Olarana will most likely magical ADCs to see at Worlds, unless Barra has a relapse and and decides to go back to his Sol phase, which I hope he doesn't. I hope he does not. Ganush. Ganush, I don't think is strong. I think he's counter or niche. I think too many supports have a Ganush to put him in player specific. Counter or niche. I'm gonna put him niche, I think, because I don't think he hard counters anything. I think there's just games where he kind of looks good from a support POV. I don't pick, like if there's just a King Arthur, for example, I'm not gonna pick Ganesh. I don't think he's a hard counter. Hey Sam. But I think he's good enough for the time to definitely get picked. I think he's a niche pick. Geb. Is he counter or is he shit? I do, Okeanos, I do, yeah. I think Geb at Worlds, good pick actually, because everybody loses their balls at Worlds, to be frank. Here's a universal truth that I've had, at least in my mind, for a while, is that at Worlds, pressure starts to matter a lot less. Other than Season 4, when we got stomped by United. They were fearless. But most years you go to Worlds, and all of a sudden, gods in comps that you would get run over with in scrims become a lot stronger, a lot more viable, because everybody's much more scared of making mistakes and much less assertive and willing to control the game and willing to commit to invades and fights early and things like that. Nobody wants to mess up at Worlds. It's not a LAN though. Yeah, there's still a lot more pressure on the games than there are on any others. Maybe we'll see a bit of a mental change, but I'm going to put Geb in counter pick. I mean, he's a counter pick to Fenrir. He's a counter pick to other gods. He's counter pick to Nox as well. Definitely viable. Cool. What's up, Plague Runner? Next up, Guan Yu. And he slides in to the top Big Ban area. This one I'm less sure of. I'm pretty sure Guan is a top 3 god. I think he is up there with the top solo laners. He's like top 2 solo probably. There's gods you can play into him. There's a few things you can try. But I do think he's just universally good. He has great laning phase. He has sustain in his kit. He's good late game. He plays well off thorns. He has good items he can build. He's got to go in there. He has to go in there, I think. I feel like Guan will get banned more than played. I think he could definitely be played a lot. Say top 5 for his role? I'd be interested to see what you guys would put above him in solo. His late isn't great. I think his late's really good. Like hyper late game, yeah, not as good. But like FG fights time, like 20 to 35 minutes, I think he's very strong. I would say he's much better than Sun Wukong. Much better than Sun Wukong. I would say that Sun Wukong is yeah, he's just much more one-dimensional than Guan as well. Because Sun Wukong's not traditional frontline. Guan is. Sun Wukong doesn't have sustain for his team. Guan does. Sun Wukong has, I would say, a worse dive. The thing that Sun Wukong has for him is he has better burst. And he can build more damage items and get away with it, kinda. Hachiman. Is Hachiman a strong pick? Or is he... I think he has to be strong, right? He doesn't really fit into any other character. Any other category, sorry. Not character. I would say strong. I'd say we're going to have to put Jing and Hachi in the strong tier. Barra Zap will play him. I mean, Vote would probably play him. I think a few people would play him for sure. I think he's just like below that top tier of picks. He's like decent, you know? I think Hachi's a strong pick. Yeah, sort of 3 or below Arctic. Like if you would very specifically, I know I put Bastet in strong, but that's because I feel she's moved from the regular season, but she's a great one to note. We're only adapting and screenplayed her, so she's a niche pick. But because I feel like she's moved since then, I feel like players will have taken into account how well they did. I think they're gonna move. You're here for Wowie? Wooey? Okay, it's raining. Next up, Hades. Who else do I think will play best at? I think any jungler could pick it up. I think we could definitely see someone like Lasbra for sure could pick it up. Niche shit. No one can play him tier. Shit. Player specific / niche. Hades is player specific, but is there a player who's going to play him? Do you think Fine's going to play it? I don't really think Fine's going to play it. I think he's shit. I think that the people who say no one can... Well, you know what? I'll put him in no one can play him. Just for the team. Just for everybody. Shit? What's the... Could be fun to put him in no one can play him. I think he is an interesting god. I think he's maybe slightly underplayed. I think he has a super... whatever. I'll put him in shit. Everybody's saying shit. You know what, chat? There you go. There you go, chat. He's gone. FadOK played him 2 times, I believe. One time he did really well. One time he kind of fed. Okay. Ha. Bois. What's happening, Harrian? Ha. Bois. Fucking hell. Pre-roll ads are back on. Sorry, guys. I tried to remove the pre-roll ads for you. Strong. Strong. Player specific strong. Strong. A lot of strongers. A lot of strongers in the house. I'm with you. I respect it. We're putting him in strong. I think he played by a few junglers, a few mid laners. I think it adds up a little bit too much to be just player specific. He has fallen off a cliff. You think so? I think we'll see with the healer meta. I think he's decent into healers. Gods like Hell. I think he probably has a pretty decent matchup into Chang'e as well. His matchup's probably not bad at all. So I think he'll still see play. So I'm interested to see how he goes for sure. I don't think I think he's a ban every so often type god. Like you'll ban him against Hebo probably. I think Hebo gets hard diffed by a Hell. Maybe. When's he last 2 picks? I guess when you're not against specific teams. But I'm going to put him in strong. I feel like he has fallen off a little bit over the last little while. I don't think he's a top 3 anymore. I think he was only really getting... Was he even getting banned out against Paul anymore? I feel like he was getting banned out against Twig a decent amount. But yeah. Chang'e shits on Hebo. I don't feel like she should, to be honest. I feel like it should be a good matchup for Hebo. I feel like that was our counter matchup in solo for a while, wasn't it, as well? I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Kyle. Hell. Yeah, Hell is, as much as we all hate to see it, she is a top 3er. She's a hard top 3er. And I guess we can get a little bit into why healers are seeing a rise, in my opinion. a lot of the reason I think healers are seeing a rise is because mage items aren't that good right now, weirdly enough. Hell is hard to play? I don't think so, no. I don't think for an SPL player she's hard to play. No, I think she is now. I think she's moved beyond player specific and become very, very good. Yeah, she's definitely counters purse hard. The other thing is you've got items like Soul Reaver, Charon's Coin, Shards that you kind of have to build if you want to be dealing enough damage to kill people. And the items are not that good. And this is kind of why characters like Hell and Ra and things like that are seeing a big rise, is because I think mage items currently not that good. E-Staff is really good. Reaver is not that OP, I don't think, Sam. I think E-Staff is still a really good item. But I think you look at the other items that characters like Hell can bring into the meta. I think Lotus is a fucking fantastic item. I think that Asclepius is a much better item than it was. Yeah. I think a Reaver definitely took big hits. I think it's still a decent item, but it doesn't feel that good to build anymore. Mage build path in general doesn't feel that good, which is why I think we see a lot more healers right now, because it's a lot easier to keep your safe Guan Yu alive and well than it is to kill the enemy Osiris, right? It's a lot easier to have your Guan Yu win the fight for you than to bring down the Osiris that's diving you in the Kuzumbu or whatever else. That's the way I feel. Okay. Heimdallr. Heimdallr is, I think, top 3. I think he's above Cupid, maybe below Ram, but I think it's going to be player specific depending on how they value them. I think there will be certain hunters who might not play Heim still. We'll see. He has a weird play style. Cognac, you didn't watch the playoffs. You keep question marking your like chat shit tier. I don't believe it. And then I'm like, Heim top 3, and you're like, what? Heim is a top 3 pick. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. He was extremely highly valued in the tournament that we just saw. He was picked above Ram and Cupid regularly by the top ADCs outside of the SPL in EU and NA. I think he is probably slightly below Ram, slightly above Cupid is where I have him in my list of the 3 hunters that we're going to see a lot. All right. Heim is very, very, very good. Jack's a sleeper? No, Kumba's a sleeper. Heim is very, very, very good. I'm telling you. Tell him about the 70% damage reduction. Oh, damage mitigation, surely. Not damage reduction. Reduction means... damage reduction is like Noxalt, where it reduces the damage output. Damage mitigation is where you don't take the damage. Phytoon. Trying to educate me. Trying to educate me. The 4-time Smite World Championship loser on the game. Fuck you, chat. I've lost more than you ever had. Okay, right, next up, Hera. Where is Hera? Hera's a weird one. I don't know where Hera is. I don't think she's top 3. Player specific, niche, strong. I could see it being any of those. I don't think she's shit for sure. She's definitely not shit. I mean, if she gets perm banned against Dardes, she's at the very least player specific, right? Dardes specific. I mean, but the thing is with Hera, we've seen, I think Hurry's played it. I remember. Ven's definitely played it. I think Wolfie's played it. But I think I'll put it player specific. Dardes, Ven, Hurry played it? Okay. I feel like Wolfie played it. for sure. But I'll put her player specific, I think, because she has had a nerf as well. And the other thing is, you got to remember Sunder has come in as well, which is like a mini Hera nerf. Can I stop sucking? He did play her, see? Quetch says he did. I would have put her player specific. Because yeah. I think she's fallen off. No, you have to attend to lose, Nathan. You have to attend to lose. You guys are just nobodies. Hercules. Herc has made a shift. Herc is now, I think, a counter pick in solo over a standard strong pick / player specific top 3 in support. But the question is he niche strong counter in solo? Was the nerf to his passive? I think he has fallen off a lot. I think we saw him picked basically not at all in support after he got nerfed down. We've seen him a lot in solo into Guan Yu, is what I've noticed. In SCC level games anyway. Niche. Counter. He's not that good into Cthulhu, is he? He can't slow down. He can slow down Guan's blazing phase. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Cognac. I think he's great into him, especially if the Guan makes a mistake in the lane and pushes the wave up and the Hurt can hold it by the tower, the Guan can really get punished, I think. Alan, welcome back for the 6 months. Welcome back to the hashtag.
Nation.
Welcome back to my
heart. Dude.
Mwah. Smell gas as well. Hashtag K Nation, my heart. Thank you very much for the 2 months. Mwah.
God.
Appreciate it greatly. Okay.
Look at this. I
will be putting him in niche. I will be putting him in niche because I can see him being played in support as well. I think the SCC lacks the Herc mains that the SPL has. I think guys like PBM and Aurora could definitely still whip him out, and I think he will be played in solo as well. So I'm going to put him niche. I feel like he'd be played by too many characters to be, too many people to be player specific or counter pick. I think he could be played a decent amount. I'm going to put him niche. Isn't Guan knockup immune in his 3? He is, yes, Indy. But he's not knockback immune, which is what Herc wanted. So Herc can interrupt his clear, and then Herc can look to pull him into tower if he walks up too far. Cognac, thank you very much for the tier 1. Welcome.
This.
The hashtag Nation warms my heart. Hype
train. Dude.
Welcome to the scam train, everybody. Okay, Horus. Where has Horus gone? Where has Horus gone? He can't be strong. He's not been played in so long. Nathan, thank you very much. 2 months.
Pog airs, dude.
Pog airs. Can I get a Pog airs in the chat? Do you guys? Does the Pog airs show up on the? Probably not, right? On my like chat widget thing. Probably not. Oh, it does. That's cool. Neat. Niche, he did fall, but he's not being played. I don't think he's been. I was thinking, honestly, guys, I was thinking shit. Who plays him? But who plays him? That's the thing. If he's still good, why is nobody touching him? Romney doesn't even pick him. Romney doesn't even pick him. Ronnie didn't really pick him at all. Phase 2, yeah, he's picked him like once or twice. Phase 2, how many times? I wish I had the numbers. Wish I had the numbers, guys. Wish I had the numbers, but I don't. But I feel like Rongyu, like Phase 2 of SPL, he really wasn't picked very much. He really wasn't. But I'll put in player specific, just for you guys. We got some very angry beans in the chat. So I'll put in player specific. Yeah, I think he also could be picked. I think he's neat. Niche, not shit. I think he's player specific, not niche. Yeah, I think there's certain gods. I don't think have we gotten to any of the top 3 supports yet? No, we haven't. Well, I think there's a top 2 of supports. I think there's a top 3 of supports, actually. I think there's a top 3 of supports. Are they all in top 3 pick, Ben? We'll see. I know that 2 of them are, I think. I think, yeah, Peter's got it. Those are the 3 that I think are the top 3. Capri, Emoji, Ymir. But we'll get there later. I think Sobek's Yam, Emoji, Yam, Sobek, Kuz. Nah, Sobek and Kuz aren't up there. Sobek's good, though. Definitely strong. Ho Yi. How he. As our man Suntouch used to say. Why Kep? Picked really highly at the qualifiers. Works well into gods that are in meta. Works well with healers. So that's why I think that right now Kepri's pretty solid. Ho Yi player specific? Shit. I think he's niche. I don't think he's shit. I think he fills a gap sometimes in team comps. Only Barra plays him. I think a few other people will play him. Counterpick? I'd say niche. I don't think he's picked into certain things. I think he rounds out a comp pretty well. I think, for example, if you have say you're going a set mid comp with a Hebo in the jungle, it can be nice to pick up a Ho Yi to have a little bit of AoE with the ult for team fights, you know? Like, there's little things like that. There's little microcosms in the game that make him good. Is that the correct way to use microcosms? Probably not. But yeah, I think he has niche positions in a comp where he can be good. If you're playing in a way where you isolate the duo lane a lot and leave them in 1v1s, you look to invade the blues, he could be pretty good as well. Minutia could be nice, yeah. So I will be putting him in the niche category. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Haggerty, if maybe one was banned top 3, another one was picked, and you wanted to get other stuff in your top 3 picks, you could definitely be dropping down to there. But we'll see. I think he's niche. I think he's, you know... Where do I put Anher? Anher and Apollo are in here. Anher and Ho Yi, for me, fill similar voids. Paul smoked crack before this stream. But Anubis is definitely player specific. He's been picked a lot by people like Twig, you know? You'd rather have Neath than Ho Yi? You're wrong. Sorry. I'm the biggest Neath main here. I mean, wait, how do I... Wait, hang on.
Hey guys, Vanessa here. I'm the biggest Neath main in this entire chat.
I hope that worked, like, at least reasonably well. I don't know. I just set up the the settings very quickly there, but hopefully that was okay. Thank you very much, Haggerty. Hype train complete. Good hype train, everybody. Very realistic. Thanks, Fisher. That's what I bring. More chipmunk than Vanessa. Did I put the pitch too high? Whoops. Okay, right. Next up, Bats. I think Bats is niche. I don't think Bats is quite strong. Top 3 are strong? You really think he's that high? Bats is strong? Always has been? I guess if you think about the junglers that are going to get picked, there aren't that many that I would consider strong. That's my thing, though. Bats over Bastet? Disagree. I would rather have... I think Bastet's stronger than Bats. I really do. Bats on land's very strong. Always strong. Yeah. Bats one of the world's picks. That is true. He's definitely... There's a 0% chance he's top 3. 0% chance. You are never going to see, at least at the early stages of the tournament, you're never going to see Bats... You think game 1 of the wildcards we're going to see Bats banned top 3 by either team? Absolutely fucking not. I do not... Clip it, by the way. I do not believe it. I do not believe it will possibly happen. How could it be top 3? I don't think he can be above niche as well. Angry, I'm with you. Are you in the first game, Sam? I don't know. No, I don't believe it. Clipping it to the Reddit. No, you gotta save it. What you gotta do is save it until it happens. Game 1, first ban, Hunbats, and then he's perma-banned for the rest of the tournament. I'm putting him niche. Putting him niche, by the way. I've decided. ISIS. ISIS is shit. I'm pretty sure. I don't really see why you'd be picking ISIS. ISIS strong or niche? Why? Why? Unless you mean bats. Still, I think bats is definitely niche. I'd say that ISIS has to be shit, right? Put her above Chak. There's no order in this, but here you go. She's above Arachne as well because I can't get it to do it properly. There you go. She's shit. Izanami, also shit. She sucks. Somebody could whip out. Stop. That's not ISIS. That's Chiron, dude. There. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Izanami sucks. Again, could be picked maybe for something dumb. Didn't Ven play ISIS a lot? I know Wolfie played it a fair bit, Brox. I don't know if Ven did. But also, it was Wolfie and the boys when they were just trying to do objectives and it like didn't work. Was basically what happened when they were picking that. They kept losing. Is this Worlds tier list or rank? This is Worlds Killjoys. Is my title? Does my title not say Worlds? It does, yeah. Okay, cool. Just have to make sure. See ISIS being niche in Obey's playstyle? Yeah, I think she's still shit though. I think Obey's playstyle could be decent for Worlds, but I don't know. The other thing is like it's I feel like at big tournaments teams struggle a lot more to sort of push the all-in button on objectives. They really do. They struggle to say, okay, we're gonna do this Gold Fury right now. I don't know if it's great, but let's go do it. And they all in it and everybody uses everything. Whereas, you know, in an elimination tournament of Worlds, you know, 6 total teams, 5 total sets. How fantastic is that, guys? Online. Sorry. Teams are going to be a bit cagey, naturally. 400k for first or something? I don't know. My chat died? You guys still typing? I feel like my chat died. I have to refresh. Actually, maybe it didn't because I feel like my ticker wasn't. Who knows? Whatever, I'm back. Yanis is niche or strong. He brings a lot. Hello. Was anything said between Nightbods posting my Discord link and Yanis is niche or strong? What am I drinking? I just finished another Bloody Mary and I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine. Hopefully we have a decent pour here. Probably not. Okay, so it was just messed up. You guys were just blanking me. Alright, makes sense. Not sure how that pour went at all. I think Yanis is probably player specific, but could also be niche. But I think I'll go player specific for him. I think we'll pour him in there. I think, you know, we could see Hurry pick it. We could see Ven pick it. Is there anybody else that comes to mind? I don't know if there is. Zeros, maybe? Yeah, Zeros is a good shout. I'm not really... As bad as it is, like, I'm just so used to making these tier lists based on... That wine pour was top 3 SMR. Was it really good? Normally, wine pour without a full bottle of wine doesn't sound great. But Zeros is definitely a good Yanis player. For sure. I've been on the receiving end of that. Fucking hurts. Ying. Ying is a strong pick. Alongside, we'll put it right next to Hachiman, I think. Jing and Hachiman together, I think. Pretty strong picks. You know, you can pick them top 3. It's never really going to be bad. But a Wheelix fucks Jing. That's not true. A Wheelish doesn't fuck Jing any more than a Wheelish fucks, you know, and her Persephone, Scylla. Like, it's not really much. Yeah. Agreed, Screen. I agree. Ying is a good, solid, strong pick. Pretty safe. Can build crit. Can build not crit. Good, good, good. Okay. Next up, Jormungandr. Yorm. He did see a bit of a buff to his knock-up. which I think is cool. Do I think he's good? No. Do I think he's shit? Yeah. I think he's shit. Hate to tell you all, he doesn't have items to build. I think the problem is, right now, Yorm does not have items to build. What items does he want to build? Is Afro strong? I just don't see what you want, what you're picking Yorm for, what he's going to do. Chat's very divided on this. Move Bellona up? Nah, I'm keeping her in niche. Decided she belongs there. I'm putting Yorm in shit. I don't think he has good enough items to work. Not one person's going to play him at Worlds. I could see him maybe getting a pick somewhere, but yeah, I don't think he's good. Kali. Kali is either niche or strong, in my opinion. Seen Norm? I have seen Norm. I think I'll go niche. I can definitely see her being picked a fair bit. Player specific? Are there junglers who wouldn't play? Yeah, to be fair. Let's think about this. So you've got Johnny and Cherry, right? Are the obvious two. Who else is going to whip out a Kali at Worlds? Hey, Will. Cuvo, maybe? Maybe. Cuvo kind of just plays everything, though. Laspra? Don't know if Laspra will. Can it? Not played it in a while, I feel like. What's her niche? Her niche is when you need a hyper carry in the jungle where she can free farm through the early game without too much pressure, where you're gonna be able to get into the backline and kill targets depending on your own comp and their comp, you know? You can kind of flank, you can get around the side. Sam could. Has Sam locked in Kali very much? Has Sino either? Cirquette's very meta as well. That's a great point, Alka. Cirquette is very, very meta and very, very good against Kali also. So she's either player specific. I'm gonna go player specific. I'm gonna put her in player specific. I think Cherry will play her probably. I think Johnny might play her depending on how it is on the ping. I don't know. I also don't know if the ping rules are finalized yet. Yeah, we'll see. Also, Capri's top 3. Capri's top 3. Both regions at wildcards, it was top 3. Please don't do that, Jewish kid. Oh, you got there before me. Yeah, don't do that, man. Like I try and be I try and be pretty, you know, light touch with chat and stuff, right? But take a fucking breath, all right? I'm not having things like that said in the chat, okay? Thank you. All right. Yeah, no, Capri's really, really good. Really, really, really good. I think he is top 2 right now. I actually think he's, believe it or not, basically on the level with Umoja. Big luck, Buck. Thank you very much for the 4 months. Welcome back to the hashtag NH1 Wax My Heart.
All cares.
Appreciate it.
All cares, dude. Look at it.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't. Yeah, I'm sure he's just trying to be funny. We'll try and think the best of it, but yeah. Okay. Umoja best god in the game by far. Yeah, I think she is very, very good. I think the problem with Umoja is that there's not enough practice on her. At least that's the way I felt. As I felt like I was pretty good at Umoja, but I didn't have enough practice with her to pick her confidently and my team, I also felt like my team didn't play well around her, didn't understand how to play around a Umoja. So I think maybe this is mitigated a lot more at the top level as well. Why is Discordia niche and her too? Because I think that we picked situationally video gamer basically. Niche just basically means, you know, they're going to be picked sometimes. They're not going to be... I would say that, for example, Anher. Are you going to pick Anher above, in most situations, Jing, Hachi, Cupid, Haim, Ram? Probably not. So maybe at the top level, more people will get more practice on Umoja, but I always found that being a problem. I found it hard to play Umoja sometimes because people don't understand what you're supposed to do with Umoja and play around there, to be frank. But to be fair, that is, you know, SOC level rather than... And even in the SCC level, it was easier, but we'll see. King Arthur, strong pick, in my opinion. I think he's very strong. I think he's good. No, yeah, I agree, Spellguest. But, like, even then, I think there's a lot of... Why Capri top tier? He's very high valued right now, Enjoyable Lemon. He suits the meta really well. He suits building auras and staying with your backline, which is kind of the support meta right now. He's good with healers. His 2's good. He's good at killing frontline. He's good at allowing your team to kill backline. He's just good overall, I think. He's really, really solid. Isn't King Arthur late game really bad, though? I wouldn't say it's really bad, no. I would say, like, hyper late, yeah, he falls off a lot. But, like, late game, like, your 25 to 35, 40 minutes, he's pretty solid, I think, Arthur. Yeah, sure, Sam. The Phantom strat, I don't believe in it. I think it's a cute thing. It's cute, but it's not that good. We'll see, though. It's one of those plays that you come up with in the dead of night. But it's very, very specific situation it's going to work out in. Anyway, Kukulkan. Kukulkan shit. He is indeed shit. I don't think he is good. I don't see why you'd pick him. His damage is too unreliable still. And he's too punishable. Things like walls fuck him so bad. Yeah, struggles into dive. Yeah. Arthur equal to Achilles? I'd probably rather... I think Achilles has more games where he'd be, you know, like a super good pick, whereas Arthur has more games where he'd be good in general. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but Achilles has more matchups specific to him that he's going to work out in. Like, he can go through reses, like Capri Res, for example. He can execute through it. He can execute Cthulhu. Whereas Arthur's just going to be generally solid, I think, and do a little bit better on average in games than Achilles will. So I think they're both strong for different reasons. I don't think Arthur... Yeah, more consistent. Yeah, exactly what you're saying there, Steve. Cool. Kumbhakarna. Move Achilles to counter, but I also think Achilles is strong in general, Hagurdy. That's the thing. I think he's strong into so many things that he's not a counter. And I also think you could pick him into no reses. You could pick him into, you know, you could pick him into Nocthula. You could pick him into just characters with channeled abilities. You know, you consider him a counter for that in lane because he has a stun. So I don't think he's just a counter. Yeah, I think Kumba's shit. Personally. Some people might say he's niche. Maybe you can pick him into... Maybe he's a counter. I did talk about that, Fred, as well. I did think Agni might be picked a little bit more. Did I talk about it? Well, I thought about talking about it anyway. I did think that Agni might be picked into healers a little bit more. I do like him into them as well. I agree with you. Kumba's a sleeper. He's definitely a sleeper pick, that's for sure. Let's put him in here. No, I don't think it'll make you lose the game, Jaco. There's enough gods in here. I think shit is almost like... It's like super, super niche. There's gonna be situations in which one of these picks, for sure, could be good. Playstyle situations, overall comps, where they could be okay. But overall, I think the gods are generally pretty bad. Trix is not playing at the event as well, so... Trix picked Kumba's... I think Trix lost on Kumba in the tournament as well. I don't know if he won on it. Genetics could probably answer to that. But, yeah. Kuzenbo. I think Kuzen is niche. He lost one and won one? Okay. You think he's a counter? I think he counters too many things to be a counter. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he's good into too much stuff. Strong? Let's think about it. Let's think about it for a second here. So you've got your Ymir, Khepri, Umoja, right? All definitely above him. Whether they're in top 3 or whether 1 or 2 of them are in strong, we'll see. After that, where do you go on support? I think Sobek is better than Kuzin. And then I think you get into niche picks that are better situationally, but not better consistently. Then you've got your Terra could be great sometimes. Your XT could be great sometimes. Your Nox could be great sometimes. I think he's niche. I think, you know, if you look at say Kuzin's open. Yeah, good luck playing Nox on NA ping, Sam. Oh god. Alright, Kuzin goes to niche, I think. Yeah, I agree. Your complaints with Kuzma are removed when you could communicate with your team. Sam, I don't have this kind of money. So I will put Kuzin into niche. I really is rarely a bad pick. I just don't think he's that good. I think, and I strongly believe that if people itemize properly, Kuzenbo gets a lot worse. A lot worse. A lot worse. He gets a lot worse, guys. I'm telling you, build Bulwark. Build Bulwark. Oh. Bulwark, Heartward, Thebes. Build those items. You stupid, dumb carry idiots. Bulwark for life, bro. B for L. That was sign language. Well, 4? Hang on, that's 8. That's 4. Me sign good. No, I need to practice my sign language. Practice. Practice? Training. Practice. Practice, I think. Practice. I think that's practice. Okay, whatever. Enough of me, like, trying to remember the sign language, which I haven't used in, like, a year because I've not been in the office. Okay. Yeah, Scream. Well, the thing is, Scream, beg them to build Bulwark instead. Then they'll be, then you'll be more right. So I'm telling you. But yeah, Mantle's kind of OP as well. Well, I think mages, I think Mantle's much better of an option because you're generally going to build a little bit of health in your build anyway, but hunters aren't going to build a little bit of health in their build, so the Bulwark's a better option, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, cool. ASL or BSL? BSL. I don't know any ASL. ASL is like all one hand, right? Okay. We take this to the higher ups, let them know. Let them know. Let me know what Harry says. And the Snoopaloop. Okay, Loki. I think Loki is low-key, like, alright. I think he's okay. I think he's decent. I think he's definitely pickable. When will he be picked, though? Shit? Nah, I think he's alright for sure. I don't know if he's strong. Is he strong? No, I don't think he's strong. I think he's niche. Playable in 2 roles. I think he is only playable in jungle, to be honest. I don't think he's a good solo laner. I don't think he brings a lot from solo. I think in solo he has to build too tanky and will get punished too hard. So I think he is niche. He's a worse Circat for sure. I mean, he's a little bit different than Circat. He is a little bit more... I think he's a bit more versatile than Circat, I would say. No one's picking Loki either. I think he could be picked for sure. I'm going to put him in niche. He could definitely be picked. Medusa. She still has a terrible dash. So she's still terrible. I'm sorry. It's the same reason Athena sucks, kinda. These two are pretty much in this tier solely because their dashes, her first ability, her third ability are so bad. SOT picked it? He sure did, yeah. More like Medusa, not below Shit Dusa. in fact. Not a good character. Mercury. Oh, there's my neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Hope you didn't hear me talking about snakes. Where's Merc? Merc's so strong. Hard disagree, Johnny. I think Merc is at best a player-specific pick. Possibly shit. Adapting could pick it. Do I agree? Adapting and Panatom? Play it? Yeah, different neighbors now. I think it's either shit or player specific. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can tell people to fuck off without telling them certain things, Jewish kid. It's pretty. It's an there's a very, you know, there's this very small list of phrases you cannot use. Okay, it's pretty simple, and that's one of them. So, you know, just use your brain a little bit. You can be mean back if you're annoyed by them atting you. Oh, let's not do this. You didn't mean to? Sure, man. Okay, Sam. Fucking toxic, dude. But yeah, like, you know, there's specific things you can, you know, what you can and cannot say. Like, I'm pretty lenient overall, right? With the chat, I think, you know, we have a good level here, chat. We're good. We got a good rapport, right? We've built up a good rapport. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. All right? Just take it easy. It's easy. Okay, cool. Let's move on in the 2S. Where the fuck is Merc? I think Merc is shit, honestly. I do think he's shit. I think people kind of like Stockholm Syndrome themselves into picking him, which I don't respect. What, the Y word? No respect on that. What are people talking about? Why are we talking about potato penis? What is potato? What do you prefer the term potato penis to? I don't. Merc is not shit if you buy Arendite. I mean, if you buy Shell, he becomes shit again. You ult it through, you did 4 damage, and you stunned a few people, and you're like, bam, bam, bam. Ah, fuck, I did nothing. Bam, I punched again. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, shit. I think he might be shit. Could be player specific as well, but I think what have you got? You got Panatom, you got Adapting, who have gone to great pains to make him work in some games, to be fair, and they have done it, but you have to play so insanely well to make him good. So I'm gonna put him in shit. I feel like, honestly, the players carried the gods in the games where he's looked okay. I don't know if you guys have I don't know. Merlin. I think Merlin's strong. I think Merlin's definitely pickable almost all of the time. Has a good safe dash into walls. Merlin's player specific. Which mid laner are you not having picking Merlin? Dardes, maybe? Twig? Maybe. I think you've got 4 or 5 mids at least that are going to be picking Merlin. I don't think he's player specific if you've got more than half of the league picking him. Hurry plays him. I think Ven would play him. Paul for sure. Shinto for sure. Who are the other mid laners? Wolfie for sure. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think, and even BMT would play it. I feel like, I don't know if this is me just making, yes, Krems don't play it, if Toth's not available. I feel like every mid will and could play Merlin. Word Red stands Merlin rank? Shit tier. Red stands Merlin is bad. It's closer to 50-50. Still, that's not player specific. If half the league plays it, then it's not player specific anymore. Do you think he could be moved down to niche though, if you guys really think so? I don't think so. I think there's too few mages up here already. I mean, look at this list. You've got literally Merlin, Hebo, and Afro in here. And Hell in top 3 pick ban. That's the only 4 mages so far in the top 2 tiers. I think he's strong. Isn't Hera the same though? All the mids could play her, but they just don't choose to? No, I don't think so, Xtune. I think Hera was the quintessential single person pick for a long while. It was just Dardas playing it. And then eventually it got moved to... Oh, Chang'e. Sorry, I missed Chang'e. Forgot about her. I put Chang'e in strong over top 3. I still want to move her up. I do want to move Chang'e up. But I'll leave it for now. Okay, Mulan. I think Mulan is definitely shit. I think she's pretty fucking bad. Pretty bad. I don't see why you would pick Mulan. Chang'e is... I'm really wavering over putting her up. Like, she's the... We'll look at it in a bit. I think Mulan's terrible. I think she's fun to play, though. Do you think she's fun to play? But I don't see why you'd pick her, ever. I think she's... Like, I got soloed by Mulan twice recently, and I still did more in the game than she did, and I suck. 12 top 3 pick ban characters, right? Yeah, I guess so. Well, no, it's kind of like top 3 picks, top 3 bans for each team, right? So it could be as much as... What, 6? Yeah, 12. No, 12, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess so. Should only be 12 in the top 3 top... I think we're doing well so far. They're 5. We're about halfway through the god list. Maybe a little bit more. Fun to play tier. She is fun to play. Aurora specific. Aurora should not be picking that either. Neith. Also shit, by the way. If only. Nobody can play her in the support role, sadly. Otherwise she'd be viable. Shit tier has the most gods. I mean, it's almost necessity. It's almost a necessity, right? Oh, in support, she's okay, but nobody plays her. I would be surprised if BMT picks her in mid in the actual tournament. I think when he has picked her, it's looked uninspiring compared to his performances on mages. I think BMT has been the best mid in the league, and putting him on over the year and putting him on a Neith made him look wasted. What's my Neith support build? It differs from game to game. It really does differ. I should have a VOD of me playing it somewhere recently. Am I taking the World's Week off and streaming it? I haven't taken it off, but I will stream it. I'll finish work early, I guess. Oh yeah, I need to play in tournaments as well. I need to figure that out. I'll deal with that, Spuggets. It's a good point. It's a good point. If Merc is shit, Nem is not shit. Nem is better than Merc. For sure. For sure. The question is Nem strong or is she niche? In my opinion. EU valued her a little bit less than NA in the wildcard tournament. In the wildcard tournament, NA valued her pretty highly, and EU kind of let her go a lot of the time. Worst Turtle was maybe the only one playing it. But I think we'll put her into strong. Nasia. My boy. My man. My little man. What's Geb supposed to be a counter pick into? Things like Daji, Nox, yeah, that's about it. I wish Neja was good. I wish Neja was good. I love Neja so much. And I want him to work. But he's so bad, man. He's so bad. I played him. I never even played him in the tournament. I wanted to play him. And other people made him work in the tournament a little bit. I think I lost to a Neja in one game. Let's not talk about that, though. That was a whole other thing. But he will go to the shit tier, sadly. Sorry to all the Neja fans in the chat. I love him. He's my favorite god to play. Sorry, Emily. Neith had to go there. It's my favorite, one of my 2 favorite supports, hand in hand, in the shit tier. Cherry? When's Cherry played Neja this year, Mr. Shrimp? Never. Because the god sucks. So he has played it once, actually, to be fair. And I was like, why'd you play it? And he was like, I'm not going to talk about it. I can't remember what it was. What about your Neja? Who are you? And to be fair, Neja does get into the paint, that's for sure. He's lethal in the paint. This is a general tier list? No, this is an SPL Worlds tier list, basically, limit. So this is where I think the gods are going to rank in terms of where they're drafted in, you know, SPL. So for example, like if we were to differ this to a ranked tier list, where did I put Ao Kuang? Did I put him down here somewhere? Fuck, I thought I did. Whatever, wherever I put Ao Kuang, he'd probably be higher. What else would be good in ranked that's not good here? Like Cernanos is not bad in ranked. What else is not bad in ranked? Like Hades is good in ranked. Etc, etc. Hello, Preds. Okay, Nike. I think Nike is a strong pick. I think Nike's strong. Pretty confident on that. I think we'll see her picked a fair amount. I think she could be picked in jungle, but I do think she belongs in the solo lane. Could also be picked in support, maybe every so often. I think she belongs in solo, though, personally. She forces relics, I think. Even if you do have a Sunder or an Ankh, she can be very good still. It's difficult to play around it. I think the problem is where you put the Sunder. I would love to see teams mix up where the Sunder goes. I think that if you're playing in a comp where you can get away with it and like your Hunter or your Mage can get the Sunder, it's perfect, right? Or if you have a, you know, there's other things. Like if you have a Kepri and he's able to do it. I played against Trix for a while, and I can talk about this because Trix is not playing in the tournament, obviously, but Trix was so good at getting between me and his Nike when I was trying to Sunder the Nike when I was playing support. It was so frustrating. He was playing support, and maybe, I don't know, maybe he's jungler, maybe he's solo, and I was playing Nike. I don't even fucking remember. Whoever it was, Trix was between me and them all the time. He's nuts player, man. He's so good. See you later, Quetcha, man. Why is Trix not playing? He has exams, so unfortunately he's not able to play. But we love Trix in this house. That's what I would say. Next up, Nox. Nox too dominant in the paint. It's true. Nox is a. I think she's a player. Is she a player specific? I think she's a player specific or niche. I summoned him and he doesn't die. She's either player specific or niche. She's definitely not shit. She gets played in support in this tournament. I don't think she's strong either though. PBM, Jake, possibly genetics. And I think other people might have picked it up. Player specific, niche, player specific, niche. So we're somewhere in between. Counter? I don't think she's a counter. Yeah, I agree with that, Ponny. I told him that earlier, but he said he would play it anyway. Must be a strong quick. I will go niche. Because I believe... I'll go player specific. Fuck it, I'll go player specific. I'm going with the chat this time. I'm going to go player specific because... right now she is. I think it could well change. I think people might have put the hours in to pick her up, but we'll see. Okay, Nuwa. Nuwa? I don't know if I can do the... what is Nuwa? When she gets picked up, she goes, Nuwa? Something like that. I think... niche, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you all. I don't know if she's quite strong. I think she's a little bit below strong, but I think she's niche. Nuwa's so strong right now. I think she does all right with the I think, for example, soul gems, an item that's valued pretty highly right now. She's good with it. I think pen items, but I don't think she's universally good enough to stick in the strong tier. I think there's too many games where she'd struggle, not do enough. I think there's going to be a lot of healers in this tournament, and I don't think she does well into them. My Nuwa impression is strong though. Perfect. I'm going to put her into niche. I didn't grab her properly. Great. Odin is a counter pick. And if you disagree with me, then you're dumb. Odin is a counter pick. He's also a little bit player specific, but he's mostly a counter pick, I think. There's some players that are going to play him. I think layers will play it. I think you could see some junglers play it. You could see some solo lanes. You could see some supports. But yeah, I think he's a counter pick. For sure. And I think he'll probably be more viable because of the amount of healers we're likely to see. Olaran. Tough to place him. Tough to place him. I think he might be shit. But he could be picked in certain situations. But I feel like those situations are too niche for niche. He's niche. He's double niche. What do you guys think about that? He's a double nicher. So I will put him in shit. I'll put him right next to Freya. He was so good very recently. Yeah, I think teams got a lot better at playing into him. I also feel like the gods that are picked regularly became better into him. I mean, you look at our top 3 pick band here, I guess. The first one to say is you got your Gwen and solo. Here you've got Achilles, you've got Cthulhu, you've got... Arthur's not so good. But the gods that are picked regularly tend to be pretty good at getting away from his field. So, yeah, I'm going to put him down here. Yeah, exactly, Jacob. I know, I think he could be... I think, to be fair, I think there could be very, very good all-around games. I really do think there could be very, very good all-around games. If you're last picking your ADC, they've picked a load of characters that don't do particularly well into him. Say they've got an Erlang. What else could be? They've got an Erlang. They've got a Bacchus. Or, no, say Erlang, Herc, Cupids. I'm trying to think. I don't know, whatever. But there are situations, right? You think I move Chang'e? I'm gonna do it. Chang'e moves. But no. Chang'e moves back down. I'll do it later. I might move it though. You getting tired? Oh, I'm sorry, Hayden. I'm not. You know, I'm not excusey. I'm not fucking Dr. Disrespect. I'm doing my best. All right. I'm doing my best. Welcome, Bay. I'm sorry for tiring you out. Osiris. He's strong or niche? Osiris is strong or niche? Which one is he? I think he might be strong. Everybody's saying niche, but you got to remember... yeah, to be fair, healer meta does not make Osiris good, honestly. I think... Why Chang'e so high for me? She was really highly valued in the wild cards Enjoyable Lemon. It's a healer meta. She is both a healer and anti-healer. So I think she's very good in that sense. He's only very strong because of healer meta. Otherwise, he just does nothing. I mean, he wins lane, Nehu, right? If you hit your ones, he wins the lane. He's good pressure. He's a great blue fight into double fizz as well, I think. I think he's a decent little pick. Decent little pick. Leave Nehu alone, Mando. He's also viable in multiple roles, I think. So guys like Sino could definitely pick him up in the jungle. Twig can maybe pick him up in mid. Wants to chop his way to another world championship. But chat seems to be thinking niche, so I'm with you. Let's go niche. Southfield doesn't count as a healer. Next up, Pele. I kind of think Pele's shit. But she might be player specific. Because certain players are going to play her, probably. But Cuvo and Laspra, I feel like has almost dropped it. But Laspra, if he's 2-0 down in a best of 5, I reckon he's picking Pele in that game 3 and then getting 3-0'd. Sorry, Lassa boy. That's so harsh. That's unbelievable. I can't believe I said that. Do you know what I mean, though? Do you understand what I mean by that? It's like, it's this god that you're super comfortable on and you feel like is strong and you feel like you could lock in, and then, you know, back to the wall, you grab it and you're like, all right, time to turn this shit around, and then you lose, you know? It's one of those. That's the way I feel about it. That felt bad, even by my standard. I'm sorry. I love Lassa. Fuck, dude. I do think Lass can pop on it. Do we think it's good though? You still think she's shit? I still think she's shit as well. But if chat outvotes me, you know what, chat? We'll do our first poll. We'll do our first poll of the night. We haven't done a poll so far. Pele. Shit. Neat. Player. Specific. I'm just going to give you two options because I don't want to... You can't have shit as a poll option. Content does not meet guidelines. Thanks. Thanks, Twitch. I should have said simp. I wonder if I could have said... Nah, whatever. We're not getting on to that. I won't vote. I won't vote. On another note, while we're waiting for this poll to come through, the whole people freaking out about the simp virgin incel thing. I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't really agree with the ruling, but it literally doesn't mean anything. Like, unless you're going around calling people virgins as an insult, you're never going to get banned or get in any trouble whatsoever. It really doesn't mean anything. So people should stop freaking out about it. And then, you know what annoyed me? What I love is that Slasher follows me. So I would never say this to him because he follows me. Because I used to be verified, I think, when I followed him, and he followed me back because I was an esports guy and I was verified. But I mean, he was just being like he tweeted about it a couple times. I don't know what's up with that guy. I feel like he's like a cesspit of journalism. He's like he is social media journalism in a fucking nutshell. Terrible coverage. He like tweets that, oh, they're gonna ban people for saying these words, and then he posts an update afterwards of their clarification, and then somebody says that he reported it wrong, and then he tweets afterwards saying, I did not report it wrong. Why is the word simp banned? It's not banned. What's banned is saying, for example, if someone subbed to a girl and then you started calling them a simp for, you know, with no other reason, and you did that repeatedly, that's puts you in trouble. You have no idea what he actually does, nor do I. I don't know either. Cut this part out of YouTube. I mean, it can stay in. What was the final? The final result was player specific pick. Here it is. He was very weird about the duck stuff. I feel like he's just a weirdo, to be honest. I don't... adding those words specifically is weird? Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I don't know if they were just using them as examples, but I feel like, for example, saying... we're getting into it, aren't we? Because I need to delay on Persephone. Saying things like... If you were to go into like you know, like an overweight nerdy guy's WoW stream and call him an incel repeatedly, I think it's pretty horrible thing to do, and I think you should be getting banned for that regardless of the fucking TOS bullshit. But yeah, it's for sure top 3. Yeah, I think Purse. We will see her get banned a lot less, but I still think she's in here. I think we could see games where she's not picked top 3, but I still think the majority of the time she will be. We'll see. She's not top 3. Think she's just strong angry. I think we'll see her get picked less than we have before, but I do think she'll still get picked most of the time, right? Don't know. Hard to see her getting left too much. You think she's just strong? Which mages are you picking over her if she's just strong, to be fair? Say if all the mages in the pool are open. You think Hebo over Purse? I do not. I think Purse over Hebo. Decent amount of teams that might not pick her. I think might not pickers. I think they've had a lot of time between the end of the season and now. Hell, Ra, Shanga? I would say Hell, Shanga, not Ra. Ra and Poseidon? Is Pose Poseidon? Poseidon's definitely not getting picked over Purse. Oh, he's a simp? That's true. 3 Autos V's 5? Not too much, I don't think, West Windsor. Decent amount. I think I think Afro is worse, but I think Afro does decent into it, to be fair. Hey Cameron, how you doing? Post Mid had a showing of playoffs more than Purse. Yeah, I think there were less good Purses in playoffs. I think Angry was the big good Purse that was in playoffs. There weren't many other good Persephone players, in my opinion. I think there's more good Persephone players in the SPL, and I would hope that people have taken the time. People like Dardes, for example. Surely now is the time where you sit and you fucking spam Persephone and you learn her. She is strong. She is OP. I'm sorry, but she is very good. Mid laners just need to take the time and play her, I think. Hell is very, very good into her, though. I agree with that. I think we'll see Hell banned more than Persephone, personally. Okay. Strong pick, according to Angry Day, Poseidon. I think Poseidon is niche. I don't think he's strong. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's the problem, Nehu. I agree. Counter, I think there's too many people that would pick it at any point. Niche players. Oh my god, I think this is the most divided chat's been, but it is mostly niche, I think. Mostly strong because of the flex pick value. I don't think he's actually a flex pick, to be honest. I don't think he's good in the jungle. I don't know where else you're putting him. Support. The thing is, right, there's games where POS isn't good into lots of different gods. Gods with CC immune ults, gods with immunity, gods with really good dive, gods who have slow or pullback immunity. All those different things are good into POS. Whereas you think about Merlin, what's good into Merlin? I don't know what's actually good into Merlin. I'm putting him niche. I think he is below sort of your Merlin, your Hebo, your Afro. I think he is lower, personally. I think POS has more weaknesses than other similar picks. Okay. Next up, Ra. I think Ra is strong. I don't think he is top 3. I think he took a fairly decent nerf. Fell off a decent amount. Yep. Yep. There it is. Hello. But I will move Chang'e above him. I think Chang'e is better. Ra has fallen off as a result of the changes that have been made. Do I really think Ra and Merlin are on the same tier? I do think he's better than Merlin, but I don't think he's better enough to be above a tier. I think Chang'e is better than Ra, though. Do you think Hell and Ra are on the same tier, though, Angry? That's my question for you. I think Ra fell off. I think Ra fell off a lot. I think he's still strong, but I think he fell off. Hell is worse than Ra and Chang'e? I don't agree with that. Hell's better. Hell's better than pretty much every other mid right now, I think. Why is Chang'e a must ban? It's not a must ban Hectic Guardian, but it's a most likely banned or top picked because she has healing. Stop banning Persephone. Followed you. Welcome, stop banning Persephone. She has healing. She has anti-heal. She's safe. She does decent damage. She does really well at engaging. She's like multifaceted. She can dive. She can kill frontline. She can survive dive. She's just like a really solid pick overall into the current meta. There's not too much she really struggles against. I would say she's not too good against characters like Gwan, who have very long channeled abilities that do a lot of damage to her. Is Chang'e a flex pick? No, I don't think so. I think she's going to be played in mid most of the time, Jacko. I think maybe you could see someone like Nika whipping around in solo lane, but overall I would say I wouldn't see it too often. You mean Hera? Is she low tier? I think Hera's decent. Not low, no. I think Hera's like a decent god. I put her in player specific, I think, for this one, didn't I? I did. I put her in player specific because Dardes makes her look incredible, but she did take a nerf fairly recently, so definitely a good god though. I wouldn't stop playing it. Okay, Raijin. That's a. I feel like that's a god I haven't said the name of in a while. I haven't even thought about him. He's one of those that like he's one of the last that comes to mind. A lot of shits in the chat. A lot of people saying shit as well. Everybody seems to think he is very, very, very bad. So you know what? I'm not gonna go away from that. I don't feel strongly about him in any way. So he will go there. Ram will go to top 3, right next to Ram and Cupid and Heimdallr. These 3 are your top 3 hunters that we will see picked in the top 3 regularly. I don't see any reason why not. They're very strong. They're multifaceted. They do well throughout the game. Yeah. These 3, I think, will be picked. I think these 3 will avoid bans a lot of the time, personally, is the way I feel. I think you're much more likely to see bans go towards these 5 that we've got in here right now. I think you could often see, you know, all 5 of these, and Umoja may be banned in your top 6. I don't know if I'm missing anybody, but that's the way I feel. It's like these 3, these 2, Umoja banned, top 6 or first picked, etc., etc. You're definitely going to see these gods banned a decent amount, though. These 3, I feel like, will more often be the pick side of this sort of tier. Stop responding to Willip chat. You're being baited. He's an idiot. Rat Atosker. I believe he is a player specific pick. What would you guys think? Niche? Got a couple niches. I would say player specific, personally. Logarius has changed his mind since I said it. Stop responding to Hazer chat. He's banging is true. Player specific niche. Okay, niche people. Can you give me 4 people who you think would play Rat in the tournament, and then I'm happy to go with niche. If you can't give me 4, then I'm gonna go player specific. Ducky. Has he ever played it? Mask, Weekend, Laspro. Only one of those is in the event, and that's only 3. Laspro, Fred, Scream, Sino. Disagree. Last Sam, Cuvo, fine. Laspra, Sam, Cuvo, Divios. Weekend. Last Adapting, Variety, Sam. Adapting's never played it. Maybe Raffer, yeah. Raffer did play it once. Twig, PBM, Fino, Sam. The old quad flex. That's solid. Salt can play it. I believe that. I don't think enough people play it to put it in the niche tier. I think it has to go in the player specific tier. Yeah, imagine Joker, right? I'm gonna put it in the player specific tier. I definitely think we could see it. I think Laspra is the one that comes to mind. But I think it's similar to Cali, where only a few people will be picking it up. Yeah, also SOT did not qualify. That's a good point. Layers qualified over him. What a performance it was by Mind the Gap in that final. They were super sick. I'm excited to see them play. I could actually see them making a run. I would see Slap doing it as well if it weren't for the server rules, but we'll see. Paul, you're wrong. I'm not doing a poll. I've decided. Raven. I think Raven's pretty niche. Do you guys think Raven's niche, or? I would say he's a niche one. I don't think he's picked as a counter pick. I think he's picked as like a niche pick. I don't think he's player specific. Too many people play him. Too many people play him for him to be player specific. I mean, you off the top of my head, Cherio, Scream, Adapting, Cuvo, all play him, right? I'm sure all of those play him. Who else is there? There must be somebody else as well. I reckon Sam has a... Yeah, Sam has one for sure. Lass has one. Every jungler has a Raven. He's been too strong in the past for people not to have him. Neil does not have a Raven. I'm sorry, Neil. Everybody stop saying Neil. Raven support is about as good as Neil's favorite basketball player. Who does Neil like at basketball? Hang on a sec, chat. I need to find out who Neil likes at basketball. Bradley. He's about as good as Bradley Beal. Now, Bradley Beal's actually pretty good, man. But you know what? He's a niche pick. He's a niche pick. I'm not gonna say Bradley Beal. I'm sorry. Bradley Beal's aight. He's aight. You guys should see my fantasy basketball team, by the way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I got DeMarcus Cousins. I got Kemba Walker. Oh, what a roster it is. I got Dwight. No, 20. It's my Linus. My team is called the Scotland 2015ers. It's literally based off of a 2015 draft sheet. Because that's the last time I played. Last time I watched basketball was 2015. It's a long story, all right, chat. There's a whole bit I'm doing. Yeah, that's the bit. I'm doing a bit about it being a good team 4 years ago. Don't worry about it. Scylla, she kind of sucks. I'm pretty sure she's bad. Is she bad? I don't have LeBron Curry, but I do have AD. LeBron Curry was taken by the time I was picking. Was LeBron taken as well? Niche. Spreen? Yeah, he also didn't qualify. I think she's bad. Scylla's strong. You guys are casual as fuck. Sorry, guys. But you're all... fuck, man. Oh, I've got Circuit and Set to come after this? Oh, fuck, dude. I put her in shit. Put her in shit because I can't be bothered dealing with it. Saket. Where does Circuit go? Top 3 or strong pick? It is one of the two. It's not a counter pick. It's either strong or top 3. Adapting made it look incredible at the tournament, and then it was played in wildcards fairly significantly, and it looks like strong is the feeling from chat. I don't really disagree. I think I would put her strong. I think she's maybe slightly overvalued by some people. We'll see how it goes. She could definitely move up the top 3 pick band depending on how the tournament goes, but I'm going to put her in strong for now. Set, on the other hand. Hello, chat. What do you guys think about Set? I think he's got to go top 3, right? I mean, he had... Well, no, you know what? Come to think of it, I forgot about the nerf. 1 second nerf on Skewer. He's shit. He's shit. He's been moved down. No, yeah, he's top 3 simply because he's so... hello, Prime. Thank you very much for the host. That would be a lovely stream. Hi, Prime. I love that Taylor Swift wave. I haven't seen that in a while. Thanks for the host, Prime. Hope you had a great stream. Mwah. Hope you didn't get an ad as well, because that's very lame. Okay. Ice Exo redeemed Say the Line. 100,000 points. It's been a while. All right, everybody.
It's Afro Dance.
Oh, fuck, wrong screen. Hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the tier list. We're on Set. Set is going to be going in the top 3 tier because he's so viable in multiple different roles. Super solid god. Definitely. Isis needs to get up there a bit. You think so, Prime? I don't know. Thank you very much for the host, by the way. I don't know if you got an ad when you hosted me. I always get that, so thank you. Set the best god from ahead. He's very, very strong from ahead, yeah. And even. And the fact that he's so viable in so many different roles, I think means he'll get picked up early because he can avoid counter picks. I think the only very common counter pick to him, I would say, would be Serket. Serket could definitely be picked early doors to avoid the Set being picked up. So we'll see. First jungle god in top 3. The worst thing is I don't think Set will be played in jungle that much. I do think he's good in jungle, but I think he's likely to be picked up by mids, ADCs, solo laners, more greedy roles. Junglers also love a counter pick, right? They love a bottom 2. Nah, I don't think Isis is good. I think Isis sucks. I'm afraid. So wait till you see where I put Vulcan, Prime. Skadi is a Barracuda specific pick. Could also be picked by somebody else. We'll see. Maybe somebody else has picked up the gods. I would love to see if they had. I think she's okay. I think she's very annoying to play against. Personally, I hate playing against Skadi. I think she's one of those gods where she's very frustrating to play against if you haven't played against her in a while. Definitely think she could be good. Cool. Sobek, I think, is a strong pick. He's one of the supports below your Capris, below your other 2 gods that haven't been mentioned yet. Never mentioned them. I think he's like I think for me, Sobek is the number 4 support. Don't know about you guys, but that's where he is on my list. Sobek's number 4. There are 3 gods above him. We'll find out which ones they are later. Sobek can flex. I think he's. I don't think he really suits solo right now because of the items that are available. I think he could be played there, but I do think the warrior items are pretty good. Gaia is just so solid. There's a lot of really good items that characters who aren't Sobek are pretty comfortable to build. Does SPL players bead Sobek though? I don't know. Sometimes, maybe. Okay. How can Sobek be strong and Kuz be niche as Kuz? I don't understand what you're saying. I think Sobek's better than Kuzumbo, that's why. And I think Sobek's much better than Kuzumbo. Bottle of wine, finished. Solid performance by the boy, once again. Okay. Sol. I think Sol is shit. I think she is probably the worst magical ADC. I think she's worse than Freya. She's worse than Olaron. She's worse than Kronos. Well, I want to put them all together. Oh, I've got Cern there. Come on, move. Move! Cern? There we go. Sol. No, that's Raijin. Sol sucks, in my opinion. Okay, is that enough? Cool. Wukong, pretty similar to Arthur. I actually think this is one where I'm kind of bowing myself to the wisdom of people who are better than me at Smite, where people have solo laners have kind of declared him strong, right, and pick him over and over, and it's because of the way they can get away with building and things like that. They can get through the laning phase. They never really die. He's very safe. His 3's great. I actually don't know if he's as good as characters like Arthur. I would rather have an Arthur on my team every day of the week. I'd rather have an Achilles. I'd rather have a Cthulhu. But typically, I guess he's been valued up there. So I'm willing to give them the sort of the well, I actually think Wukong's been valued above Arthur by a lot of people. How's Raiden shit? He just doesn't do anything good these days. Doesn't do enough damage. Why is Changa there? She's very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Susanoo. Where does Susanoo go, chat? Who's all gonna play Susanoo? You know who used to have a Susanoo who's never really played it? Cherio. I actually would love to see him pick it out. I don't think he's shit. He's definitely not shit. I think he's somewhere in the playable realm. Panda Tom has one. Panda plays it a lot. Sam plays it a decent amount. Cherry can play it adapting. I would definitely say it's a very viable pick. That's a lot of messages, chat. I can't read all those. You're all kind of blending together at this point. So the question here is it player specific or is it niche or is it strong? Johnny has a Susanoo? Yeah, he does. He can play anything. That's just the alcohol? No, I can still read those messages, see? Niche, niche, niche. Seems pretty niche. Counter? I wouldn't say it counters anything specifically. I would say it's like a general good pick, you know. I would say, yeah, I think niche is decent here. I like that. I think we're all on the same page here, chat. Well, I know everybody's saying niche. If it was close, I would poll it, but I think everybody's saying niche, so I'll throw it in the niche position. Sylvanus, he fucking sucks, man. This god's fucking terrible. I'm sorry. Inbound. I don't know why Inbound kept picking it at one point. One of those. Yeah, really, 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 really bad. I enjoy playing him as well. He's good in ranked, to be fair. I think he's like a decent pick in ranked, but yeah, he's not good. He's not a good god. He is not a good god. There's no doubting it. Okay, Terra. Terra can now place her 2 over walls, which makes her much better at body blocking people in. But where does that take her? Where does that take Terra? Strong. I'm actually surprised. We got some strongs in the chat. Niche. Top 3? No fucking chance she's top 3. Sorry. Niche. Shit. Top 3. Niche. Niche. Niche at best. Strong. This is a poll, I think. This is a polar. It's polarizing. Well, it's not polarizing, I guess. It's not just one and it's not A and B, you know? It's A, B, C, and D. Terra and Ymir will be in every game. That is not true. You're never picking Terra into Ymir because it's a terrible matchup. I'm telling you that now. If Ymir is available, then I don't think you can pick Terra because the matchup is too bad. It's really, really, really rough to play. I can tell you that as somebody who plays both of those gods, I would hate to play Terra into Ymir. I don't think you'll see both in every game because Terra has a terrible matchup into Ymir. I think Ymir is going to be... Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, chat? We'll get there. I'm going to put Terra... You know what? I'm going to give you guys the choice between... I feel like I need to give you guys the choice between 2. I'll do that. And Terra is either strong or niche. And you guys can pick which she is. You guys can pick which it is. Battlesap should play gods like Terra, Okeanos, but that's more of a limitation of the way that they're allowed to play than, like, I think they should be playing Terra. I think they should be playing Split Push. I think they should be playing Executes. I think they should be playing AoE, gods like Zeus, Odin, stuff like that. They should be playing whatever they can do to make the game easier to play. Strong niche seems to be the general favorite so far, so make sure and vote in the poll, guys, and we will fill it in once it's done. I've actually managed not to go on a tirade about EU versus NA matchups so far this stream, so that's good. I'm keeping that on the DL. For all you guys know, I'm not angry at all about the decision to have all of the games played on NA, and I think it's perfectly fair. It's a solid one. Niche 56%. So it was tight. I think it was a good decision to make a poll on that one. Niche. Another one in there. Thanatos is a counter pick, in my opinion. I think he will only be picked in some games into certain gods like Kepri. I think almost exclusively into Kepri. I don't really know why else you'd pick him. Early pressure, maybe Sam has a decent Thana, but I'm going to put him on counter pick, I think. So I'm going to put him. Cthulhu, maybe. Yeah, maybe Cthulhu. It's possible. I actually haven't seen how there was a change that got put in last patch for Cthulhu, like effects on him to be more obvious. Is that like good now for execute ranges and for thorns and stuff like that? Has anybody seen it? Yeah, I would assume execute ranges would be one and the same though, SSV, right? Because you couldn't see execute ranges before either, right? I could be wrong, but I thought that was part of the problem. I'm just waiting for chat now. I feel like everybody's when it goes silent like this, I feel like everybody's as clueless as me, you know? Everyone's like, I don't fucking know. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. You should see Zeus chain lightning on the Cthulhu, so like the circle's not obvious. Yeah, it's all a bit tough. And I think they sometimes go inside of his model, right? Okay. Chak is kind of bad? Yeah. Wait, Chak is kind of bad? Yeah, Chak's bad. I put him in the bad tier, didn't I? I mean, he's here. I don't understand. That was so long ago. We're talking about Luminaire. Are you okay? Are you alright? Put him down here. Just wanted to remind chat. Okay. Okay, solid. Morrigan, by the way. The Morrigan. Here's a fun fact, chat. Morrigan is overvalued by everybody outside of comp for some reason. I don't really know why. And here is my evidence. Look at the chat. Look at you guys saying top 3. Strong. Really good. Best god in the game. Love her. So strong. I think she's either player specific or niche for me. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be claiming dibs over you guys on this one. I think she has fallen off a lot in comp because teams are really good at playing against her now. I think there's Arendite, which is super strong against her. I think there's other AMs. You've got Haim as well, who's in the meta. There's too many characters and items which are almost designed to make her struggle, to make her a really strong pick, in my opinion. So, where do we put her? Do we put her in? Why was she? She isn't that strong. Then why was she comp banned for over a year? That's a good question, Pierre. I don't know. I don't know, man. No idea. That was pretty good though. I like that a lot. Plus, Pierre. I do not feel like she's a counter. What does she counter, Logan? I don't think she counters anything particularly. I think player specific or niche. I mean, niche can be Nehu. Niche can also be not every team is going to try to run it. To be fair, but if half the teams would try and run it, then I would say it's more niche than player specific. So let's think about it. Paul plays it. Dardes plays it. Ven plays it. Is there anyone else? Paul, Dardes, Ven. Is there a fourth? BMT? Does he? Zapman? Yeah, I don't know if he'll play it. Yeah, last year also, when Zap played it last year, there was no audio on the stage. Let's you know what? Let's not worry about it. But yeah, we did actually lose that game because Cherry couldn't hear the Morrigan anywhere because we had no audio. Zeros, Shinto. I don't think Shinto will play, but I think Zeros might. Which means I'm going to move into niche. I'll put it niche because Zeros will play it. That means at least 4 out of 10 of the players at the tournament, you know, at least that we know of, will play it, and other people might as well. So, all right, we put on niche. Thor had a surprising move up to me in the playoffs. I think we saw Johnny play it a lot. We saw Layers play it a lot, and those are the 2 junglers who won the tournament in each region. So I definitely think it goes up to strong. I definitely agree with the chat. We're all on the same page, which is cool for once. He never fell off? He for sure fell off the cane. He for sure fell off. Thor was out in the meta for a while. He wasn't picked much at all for like a couple months, I'd say. A couple months. But yeah, no, I definitely think he's good right now. When the AA junglers were meta? Yeah, that's true. When the AA junglers were meta, he was out. Okay, Toth. Toth. One thing I can tell you is that Crimson is going to be playing Toth. For sure. Surely he is. Crimson looked sick on it. But is it niche? Is it a player pick? Or is it something else? I don't know. Toth equals Merlin. Player. Niche. Strong. That god is OP as shit. Player specific for sure. Let me go through it. Let me have a think here. Okay, let's... this is the problem. Like, it happens so often with mages, right? I feel like we need to go through the players. I don't think Ven's going to play it. I don't think Twig's going to play it. I don't think Dardes is going to play it. Wolfie could play it. Paul probably won't play it. Shinto plays it, that's true. Harry had a real good Thoth game? Yeah, it's possible. It's also okay into healers, it's okay into hunters. It's not great into healers though, is it? Do you guys think with the healer meta coming in, that makes Thoth worse or better? Because I think it makes him a little bit worse. Better, worse. Hey, Death. Thank you. For the host. Hello, Deathwalker stream viewers. Can I get an all capital PogChamp in the chat? Welcome. Hope you had a good stream, man. Mwah. Thank you very much for the host. I've got a jumper with polar bears on. There it is. There's the PogChamp. I love this emote, man. I love it so much. It's so powerful. Release me. That's good. That's good. Alright, where are we putting Toth, chat? We've had enough pog champing. Is Toth a niche pick? I'm gonna put him in niche, I think. I'm gonna put him in niche. I think enough mid laners will play him that he's niche, but I also don't think I'd pick him sort of too early in most drafts. I think he could be a strong pick. We'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna put him in niche for now. Okay, Sook O Yo Me. This is an interesting one because this is again one where it's gonna differ a lot. I feel like even in ranked tiers it differs a lot where you put this guy. Some people are gonna say strong top 3. Some people are gonna say he's a lot lower. I don't know where he is. I don't think he's definitely not in these tiers. I'm sorry to people who say he is. In comp, his lack of mobility is a lot more punishable. He's one of these gods that's terrible when engaged upon, which doesn't work out that well in ranked normally because in comp it does work out okay in ranked. It doesn't work out that well in comp normally from positions like jungle because you can't decide how fights go. You can't just decide to be ahead for every fight to be in your favor and for you to decide when to engage. But yeah, I think niche at best, maybe player specific. But yeah, I feel like everybody kind of picked him up because he was so good. Fuck, we don't know category. I do feel that's a lot of this, but I will. Oh, I didn't grab him. I will put him in niche. Tier is a player specific pick for sure. Could see him in support, depending if Jake wants to play him. Could see him in solo. Variety wants to play him. I don't know where else he's gonna go really, but he has to be player specific, right? I don't think anybody's gonna argue about that. Uller, I think Uller sucks. Julio, yeah, Hooli. Can't forget Hooli. I keep forgetting to include the players who have qualified to the tournament, you know? So like the Mind the Gap boys and the Belt Slap boys. but we'll see. I'll try and remember. Why are you crying, Sunshine? Okay. Ullr's terrible. I'm putting Ullr in shit tier. Sorry, but I don't think he should be picked anywhere. I think maybe someone like Cyclone could pick him sometimes. They have the specific idea. Sorry, Hookie, but yeah, he sucks. Yeah, bad god. Vamana. Is Vamana shit? Or is he slightly less shit? I feel like he's shit, right? I think we will move it up though. We'll I'd love to have a prime tier, but prime he doesn't get his own tier anymore. Once upon a time he deserved it. Vice prime below shit. I'm sorry. Fuck, dude. Oh, that's toxic. He wasn't supposed to be. Jing Chen is, in my opinion, he's somewhere in between these two, I think. He's a player-specific counter pick. Which one do you think he is? I don't think he could be strong. There's no way he's strong. No way. He's either player-specific or a counter, I think. I don't think he's niche.
God.
Iris,
Look
thank
at
you very much
this.
for the prime. Welcome.
Okay, Harris. Okay, Harris,
Thank you very
dude.
much.
Look at
Mwah.
it.
Appreciate it greatly. Why not niche? Because I don't think enough people are likely to play Jing Chen to put him in niche. I think there's only like, I think if you think about the players who would regularly pick Jing Chen over the season, I think there's way too few. Reminds me of Theon from Game of... This man... Wait, me? Am I this man? Fucking hell, dude. That's toxic. What the fuck, man? Oh. Oh, dude. Wait, that's true? I've been in a word with Lily Allen. Is he seeing Lily Allen? I wonder if she's gonna write another song about how he's terrible in bed. Yeah, I feel like this is not sound. I really don't appreciate that. Oh, he's Lily Allen's brother. Oh. Fuck, man. Yeah, he must be bad in bed. XT Jing to the Chen. Next up on the menu. He is going in the... I feel like he is exclusively a counter pick. Personally. But he's also, like, people are dumb, so he might be not picked as a counter pick. I'm leaving him for now. You know what? I'm leaving him. Emir is top 3. Pick ban. Is he? Or is he? No, I think he's top 3. I think Emir is top 3. New Emir, he's on the way up. He's on the way up. He's on the way up. Okay. Because of the new wall in comp, he is very, very good. And the reasoning is, okay, right, hang on chat. I need everybody to stop freaking out. He's very, very good because now in certain choke points, you can not show yourself whatsoever and throw a wall over and trap people in fully and it's very, very strong in comp. It's very, very, very strong. Wait, I ruined the alphabet. Is it math? Is it no, it's not. What do you mean I removed? What do you mean when did I fuck up the alphabetical order? I don't. Oh, with these? Sure, man. I'll move him back over here, and then I can maybe do it. I was so confused. Okay. No, the buff got fixed today, H Badger. It didn't go through, and then they did a hot fix today, where they managed to fix it. A few other things as well. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you won't have. Hang on, let me bring up the tweet. I'll bring up the tweet for you guys. I'm making noises. These are the changes that came through in the patch today. Dreadbeard Poseidon should be back in. Don't know what this is. MMR now displays. Some other stuff. Rat Guy. Hell. Emir Wall. Umoja. Why? Fuck you, man. Okay. What did Poss skin do? His one was hitting from like 20 meters away, basically. His one was really, really bugged. I know I could probably find a video of it, but it was pretty funny. Okay, X to the T. This time I'm gonna rate him. Chat, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Jing Chen is a counter pick, and if people don't pick him as a counter pick, then they're being silly. I think he's a counter pick. He's very safe, which is good. He's almost like Faf in a way, but I feel like he's a little bit more. He's more niche than Faf. Where did Faf go? Did he go in niche? He must have done, right? I can't see him. There he is. He's more niche than Fafnir, which makes him a counter pick. You know? Does that make sense? Should we watch this together? Oh, you guys can't see this, can you? Ah! Is this it? Oh, it's so good, dude. From downtown! Oh, I love it. Oh, fuck off, man. I don't want to add another tier. Okay, anyway. Yeah, some fucking video quality that was. Umoja. Umoja's top 3. 100%. She is very, very, very good. She's up there towards the top. Has to be said. Which god are you seeing picked as being like, we need XT to counter that? Gods like Kali, it could be pretty good into. Umoja, it could be pretty strong into. Rama, stuff like that. AMC next to Arachne, that's where you belong, you little spider cunt, Dardes. Zeus, this god is terrible. Song Kui, this god is also terrible. We did it. Tier list. What do you guys think? Now rate every god's arse. I already did that. That was a previous episode. Okay. So a lot of shit gods, but if all these gods are viable, I think we're gonna have a pretty good worlds. Put Ryan top 3. Refuse to do so. What do you guys think overall? You guys think it's an okay list? Hang on, let me tweet it. Wait, Sol just has her name above her. Sol, stop that. Okay, hang on. Sol's name's gone. Let me screenshot that. Screenshot that. Get it out there. Wait, no, maybe I'll just screenshot and save it. And save it for, is Merlin really better than Toth? I would say so, Arctic Wolf, yeah. I've been keeping up with it. Yeah, Junior Jersey. My last run was, what, 2 days ago? Let me check. Let me make sure. I will tell you when my last run was and how far I ran. I didn't run very far at all. It was fucking freezing. Strava. Oh, also, YouTube. Thanks everybody for watching. We're getting to the end of this session now. YouTube, I appreciate you guys had a great time watching. Please make sure to leave a like, follow, hit the bell if you really enjoyed it. You know, you don't have to hit the bell, but if you feel it, I've never hit the bell for anybody personally. But if you want to hit the bell for me, I'd respect it. But I wouldn't recommend that. Probably just follow or subscribe or whatever you call it on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time